Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Hoops from the Jake on Eagle 102 Sports. Mark Fronick, Stason here in the broadcast booth, and it's a triple header here. We'll have the second two games for you as the Louisiana Bulldogs host the Silex Owls in JV boys action, which is about to wrap up. We just took a timeout with a 75-13 score. I don't know about all that, but you do you.
I'm saying, for the listeners, you did hear him correctly. It is 75-13. Yeah. Silex Owls over Louisiana JV squad.
Yeah, and they'll have some free throws here as we draw toward the close. And I guarantee the next two games are going to be a lot closer than the game we have right now. So should be a fun night. EMO matchup here at Louisiana High School. Silex in town to face the Bulldogs, and we'll start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Cluckey, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
For over 40 years, Heart Care Chiropractic Center has been the trusted name in health and wellness in Bowling Green. Located at 300 West Main, just off the square, Heart Care Chiropractic specializes in helping athletes of all ages stay at the top of their game. Whether recovering from a sports injury or looking to improve mobility and performance, student athletes and their families turn to Heart Care for expert chiropractic care they can rely on. As the action heats up on the field, court, or track, Heart Care Chiropractic Center is proud to support local athletes and keep our community moving strong. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Hi, this is Shelley Cluckey with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
At Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, we're always cooking up ways to serve you better. We're now open Wednesday through Saturday, taking orders from 11 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. So you've got even more time to enjoy your favorites. We're closed on Sundays, but still available for private events with advanced booking. Real food, real flavor, right here in Pike County. Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Mark and Stason back in the broadcast booth, high above the court here at the Jake, as Silex in town to take on the Louisiana Bulldogs and Lady Dogs. And Stason, you were here last night for the Louisiana Pittsfield game, and how did the Lady Dogs look in that ball game?
Well, they looked really good. I was extremely impressed. Surprisingly, though, they only had 4 people score.
Oh, wow.
To kind of give a quick recap, Serenity had 15, Trinity had 13, and I believe, Camry Ahart had 13, and then Walmick had 21.
Well, there you go. I mean, as long as they're all there in double figures and contributing, you don't need the secondary scoring. They might need that tonight, though, against a Silex team that's kind of been up and down. When they're good, they're very good. When they're having an off night or they don't have that cohesiveness going through their 5 on the floor, things can get messy, and we saw that kind of in the Clopton tournament a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, every team kind of goes through that, where some nights you have it, some nights you don't, and unfortunately, there are just some ball clubs that just can't afford to have those off-chemistry nights.
And I think this is one of those nights. I think they're going to have to be together to take on the great guard play of the Louisiana Bulldogs with Serenity and Trinity. And then sometimes this Louisiana team, Reese Womack, can start floating away from the basket, and I think the further she gets from the basket, the less effective she is. So she's got to be a presence in the paint and I think Silex has some good matchups for her down there.
Well, and I was also thinking, I mean, kind of back to your last point, I will say if Trinity and Serenity played defense like they did last night, like they were in the pocket, they were getting steals, causing turnovers. If they had that same energy and effectiveness tonight, Silex may struggle getting their offense ran and getting their game plan executed, because I was extremely impressed with the way those two played defense yesterday.
It is the second night of a back-to-back, so you kind of think, is the energy going to be there for Louisiana? It is good that they were both home games, and you know, they're young, so they've got the energy to burn.
They've had 3 home games this week, haven't they?
Yeah, it's been
a nice little homestand.
Yeah.
I guess for the Lady Bulldogs.
It's the Lady Dogs and Silex. Then we'll have boys varsity action with both these schools here in the Jake as well, as we'll take a look at our keys to the game for you next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoke Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
The Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Dawn's Monuments has been dedicated to helping area residents and their families create monuments to withstand the test of time for over 40 years. Visit Dawn's Monuments at 314 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. People who care for families that care.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for Louisiana and Silex here from the Jake tonight, and we kind of touched on it a little bit. You're going to need to play a good defensive game if you're Louisiana. You can't allow Reese Womack to wander way too far from the basket. She she is effective from beyond the arc. She'll hit a 3 for you, but she can't live out there. She has to live in the paint and then sneak out every now and again to chuck up that 3. But on the other side, Silex, got to play as one. You can't get too fancy. They can do that at times, try and do the no look or get a little too fast for their own good. And the shooting has to be there. They have to shoot well, or Louisiana's going to run away with this thing.
Well, and like what I noticed last night is Reese was extremely effective inside. I know she had the size advantage to the Pittsfield girls last night, but to your point, she was extremely effective. Her shooting from 18 feet plus last night wasn't really ideal, so that probably made her stay inside more. So she's going to have to be able to realize that if that happens again tonight, like you said, stay inside, use your ability to hammer home. And I'm also curious if LA is going to shoot behind the arc as good as they did last night. Because I say only 4 people were scoring points last night, but those 4 people all contributed behind the arc a decent amount. And I'm looking forward to see how Van Horn's going to play. She's coming in averaging over 10 a game, 7, 8 rebounds a game, 3 or 4 blocks a game. So she's definitely, I would assume she's going to have her name all over the box score tonight. So I'm kind of see who's going to control her ability on the glass tonight if you're the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's Van Horn leads the way. AVH has to stay in the game for Silex to stay competitive in this one. Same thing can be said for Camry Ahart on the other side. She needs to stay on the floor. When she's on the floor, it takes a lot of pressure off of Reese Womack. because she is such a good physical presence in the paint to kind of draw away the opposition. And I think an X factor in this one could be Nakia Griffith. She's not an offensive threat, but when she is on defensively, she is a pest and can really cause fits for the opposition. So those are our keys to the game. We're about 7.5 minutes away from tip-off here at the Jake. It's Louisiana and Silex on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Eccles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. As a locally owned and operated bank, we are deeply rooted in the success of our communities. Every decision is made with our neighbors in mind, and every customer is treated like family. We take pride in supporting local businesses, helping families achieve their financial goals, and making our hometown stronger. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Pike County Glass specializes in designing and installing windows and doors for homes along with commercial properties in and around Pittsfield. Pike County Glass can also help with screen repair and replacement, broken windows, plus windshield replacement. For a full list of services, visit PikeCountyGlass.com. Pike County Glass, outfitting homes and businesses with windows and entryways for a timeless look. Pike County Glass, 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Illness can happen, whether it's the sniffles, sore throat, or the flu. Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you. Urgent Care is open 7 days a week and is located just off the roundabout in Bowling Green behind Community State Bank. Remember, Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this first of two ball games from Louisiana High School. First for the Silex Lady Owls, their coach by Ben Painter, 9-6 record on the season. They'll start a senior number 1, Austin Van Horn. Junior gets a start, number 2, Morgan Kuntz. A senior number 4, Sam Gradicke gets a start. A junior number 13, Ryland Jensen. And a junior number 14, Hope Cunningham rounds out the starters for Silex. For the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs, 9-4, coached by Grant Fricky. They'll start a sophomore guard, number 1, Serenity Chapman. Another sophomore guard, a twin, number 2, Trinity Chapman. Number 12 gets a start, a junior guard, Nakia Griffith. Number 20, a senior, Reese Womack. And a sophomore, number 30, Camry Ahart, rounds out the starters for the Lady Dogs. Again for Silex, Van Horn, Kuntz, Gradicke, Jensen, and Cunningham. For Louisiana, Chapman, Griffith, Womack, and Ahart. Those are the starters for each side. We're about 4 minutes from tip. We'll take a break. We're just minutes away from a doubleheader here from the Jake. Silex visiting Louisiana on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
About 2.5 minutes from on-court introductions here from the Jake before Louisiana and Silex battle in girls action. Should be a good one. I'm really looking forward to the second game as Louisiana, they started 1-7, have reeled off 6 wins straight, including the Clopton Tournament Championship, and are now right at the 500 mark, Stacy, and really playing good basketball.
Well, they're really starting to turn it on at the right time. I mean, the end of the season's almost here, and postseason's right around the corner. So the boys squad has really done a good job, like you mentioned. I mean, running off 6 straight, no matter who the competition is, 6 straight, that's a pretty good run.
Yeah, and they must have had must have been on the nice list, because ever since Christmas, they've been very, very good, and now a real threat inside, maybe not for an EMO conference championship, but to be the spoiler and to get themselves, like you said, poised for districts and maybe even beyond. So they've been a fun team to watch since that Christmas break came to an end. A couple of great teams to watch here in our first game as the Lady Owls take on the Louisiana Lady Dogs, and we'll take one more break, come back with action after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Introducing the Silex Lady Owls now, then they'll introduce the Louisiana Lady Dogs as we're finally getting close to game time here. Again, the JV boys game went to Silex 75-13 over Louisiana. That is a stomping for sure by the Owls.
Well, definitely less than an ideal game for Louisiana's JV's team.
Yeah. So the future looking bright for Silex, though, putting up 75 over 4 7-minute quarters, one of them being a running clock.
Yeah, that is quite impressive.
Silex has been introduced. They're awaiting the lights to come back on. And after Camry Ahart is introduced, we'll get this first of 2 from the Jake going. And Station will tell you about it here from high above the court. I think this is now the dance floor. I think they're doing the high school dances up here on the mezzanine. Isn't that interesting?
I never would have thought that. I mean, I guess I see the little awning thing here.
Yeah, the little entrance arch. I was talking to some of the administrators here at Louisiana during the shootout, and they said, yeah, we're doing the dances up there. It actually keeps the scuff marks off the floor. They don't have to bring out all the stuff to cover the hardwood.
Well, just tell them to do a little less boogieing. You don't have to worry about that. But we're getting ready to get started here. The ref has the ball tipped up in the air, and it is in favor of Louisiana as Griffin has the ball on their side, gives it over to Ahart. Ahart kicks it out to Walmick, and she immediately travels.
Turnover to start the game, just 7 seconds in. No score.
And Louisiana is doing exactly what I saw last night, coming out immediately in the full court press. Silex gets it into Jensen. Jensen trying to go get the double team, but quickly taken away by Trinity. Other way up in the left, and it is good. And this game is off and running. 2-0 Bulldogs over the Owls.
Picking up right where they left off last night against Pittsfield.
And Van Horn has it, tried to go in the middle of the court, gets across the half-court line, but quickly taken the other way by Womack. And she throws it up ahead of Trinity again, back to Serenity. She puts it up, and she's going to be fouled, going to the line to shoot two. So this game is off to a quick pace.
Yes, it is. Rylan Jensen going to pick up the personal, her first and the team's first, and send Serenity Chapman to the line.
The Bulldogs did do a great job of shooting free throws last night, as Serenity puts her first one up and is no good, and I jinxed it, hopefully not, for too long.
Yeah, they're too good for that.
Yeah, they were just under 70%, I believe, if my math was correct. Her second one is up, and it is no good. And the rebound is going to go in favor of the Owls, as it's Kuntz trying to go coast to coast, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled on the other end. It's going to be on Camry Ahart.
So that was one of our keys to the game, keep Camry on the floor, and she gets an early foul here with 7:24 to go in the first.
And it's Kuntz with the ball, a couple of dribbles and a spin on her hand, puts it up and knocks it down. That's the first point on the board for the Owls. Currently 2-1, possibly 2-2, depending on her second and final free throw.
I like those shoes.
I was going to say her shoe game is on point. Yeah. And her second one is good, so we got a tie ball game here.
Her free throw game also on point.
And it's going to be Trinity bringing the ball up for the Bulldogs. They're kind of in a 1-4 high set here. Trinity's going to her left. Now back to her right, puts up a little floater, knocks it down. So she has all four of the points so far for the Bulldogs. And it is Kuntz, throws over to Jansen. Now it's back over to Kuntz. Trying to go inside the lane. And there's Cunningham. Didn't like what she saw, pulls it back out. That's over to Kuntz, trying to get inside. Pulls it back out herself. Now it's over to Van Horn, top of the key, looking inside. Trying to go off the dribble a little bit, going against Womack. Just a floater, and she knocks it down.
Pretty shot from Austin Van Horn to get on the board.
Especially with the tough defense by Womack.
All knotted at 4, a minute and a half into this ball game.
Trinity going to her right. Wait for the offense to set up, goes back to her left. Goes a little skip pass over to Womack. Womack inside to Griffith. Griffith trying to go inside, puts up off the backboard. It's no good, but they're going to call it on the floor.
Yeah,
so
before she started her drive, she was fouled by Van Horn.
So that's going to be out of bounds underneath the basket for the Bulldogs, and it's going to be Womack being the inbounder. Quickly gets it into Ahart, over to Trinity. Trinity double team first for a moment, and Van Horn tries to take it away, but it's going to be last touched by her.
Yeah, actually last touch by Phil Yazel, the official there, and changed direction. Didn't allow Silex to get the loose ball.
Now we got Serenity on top of the key. Working to her left. Now she stays to her left. It'll bounce pass to Womack, but it's going to be last touched by Womack.
Turnover back to the Owls, 6:03 to go.
I honestly thought it was Gradicke that touched the ball last, but. And Owls get it in to Jensen. Now it's back over to Van Horn. Now over to Kuntz in left-hand wing. She takes it to the top of the key, still going around. The ball hasn't been stopped yet. She's going to lose control, but not before she's fouled by Womack. And that's going to be her first, I believe.
It is. Team second. Both teams have 2 fouls.
So Owls ball underneath the basket. Gets inside to Jensen. Jensen down in the corner, going against Griffith. Gets it out of the corner. All the way by the Bulldog logo here. Throws it over to Gradicke, now over to Van Horn. Van Horn pulls the 3. No good, but long rebound in favor of the Owls. Now over Kuntz. Kuntz tries a deep 3. It's no good. Owls with another rebound, but this time it's taken away by Trinity. Trinity looking to go coast to coast. Off balance, puts it up.
Ooh.
No good. They didn't call anything on that one.
That was a shot that Kuntz took there off the padding. It's about as loud a thud as you can hear here in the Jake.
And we're even wearing headphones.
Yeah.
So Kuntz gets the ball inbounds for the Owls. She's going to her left. Finds Cunningham. Now Cunningham quickly throws it over to Gradicke. inside the Van Horn. Van Horn double team, puts up anyway. It's blocked by Womack. And now it's Trinity kind of slowing things down a little bit for the Bulldogs. 4-4 is our score. 4:55 here to go in the first. Now it's Ahart looking towards the basket, trying to find some help. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Trinity. Trinity says, let's set this back up. They're back in the 1-4 high that did so well for her the first time she ran this. And she's going back inside again, but loses it, but gets it back. And loses it again. This time it's going to be a jump ball, and it should be in possession of Silex, and it is.
Yeah, poor Chapman, just so small, she got thrown about 4 foot when the ball got yanked from her.
And it's Kuntz in the backcourt trying to go against Trinity. Now she's going against Trinity as they switched off the double team. Now Kuntz gets across into paint, puts up the floater. No good, gets her own rebound, which should have been a travel. Didn't touch anything, but they didn't call it. But it's going to be out of bounds off of Bulldogs.
Still just 4-4, 4:24 to go in the first quarter.
And now it's Van Horn, top of the key. Hands it off to Jensen. Jensen trying to get inside. Nothing there. Throws it over to Gradicke for the three. Knocks it down. Nothing but net. And Silex with the first lead of the night for them at 7-4.
And the first points for Sam Gradicke.
Now Trinity going to her left. Top of the key. Looking inside to Ahart. Nothing there. Skip pass over to Womack. She pulls the quick three. It's no good. And it's rebounded by the Owls. Now it's going to be Van Horn going up the left-hand side of the court. Through a skip pass down the other side. Throws it back over to Gradicke, but she's blocked by Womack.
That was a foot off her hand before she blocked it.
Now Womack puts up off the backboard, but they're going to call it a foul on the floor. I thought it was on the shot.
That looked like continuation to me. But it's going to be the second on Rylan Jensen. With 3:44 to go. Lady Owls by 3. As Madison Lichtai comes in for Rylan Jensen.
Now it's Ahart in the corner. Over top the key to Serenity. Looking in the corner for Trinity, but nothing is there. So Serenity pulls it back up top. Going to her left. Uses the pick off the Ahart. Puts the floater off the backboard. It's no good. Rebounded by Womack. She puts it up with the left hand and knocks it down. 7-6 in favor of the Owls. 3:25 to go here on the first. Now it's Lichtai. Throws the ball out of bounds, but it's going to be last touch by the Owls.
Yep, that went out clean on the far side. Louisiana, nice job letting it go.
And we're going to have a timeout here by the Bulldogs. 30-second timeout. 7-6 in favor of the Silex. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Work Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kearns Construction.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years, providing excellent service and a job well done, offering a large selection of services such as demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com for more information on services and scheduling. Best of luck to area teams this sports season. From Mike Henry Excavating in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
And after the timeout, we got Trinity in the right-hand wing using a pick by Ahart. Goes all the way back to her left. Trying to find some help. Finds Womack. She pulls the three again. It's no good. Rebounded by Kuntz. Owls going the other way. Trying to move that ball before the defense gets set up. Going all the way to her right. Picks up in the corner. Finds Van Horn. Van Horn thought about the three. Throws it back to Kuntz in the corner. She puts it up. She can't connect. And the ball is out of bounds. It's going to be...
I really thought that went off of Sam Gradicke, but they're going to say Louisiana ball as the officials couldn't get together. Neither of them had a real good look.
So it's going to be Owls basketball underneath their own basket. It is Gradicke looking to find someone. She does. She finds Cunningham. She puts it up off the backboard. It's no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. And it's Trinity on the right-hand side getting in the middle of the court.
That was Silex just not following their shot. Gave an easy rebound for Ahart.
Now we got Serenity on the left-hand side. Trying to go back to her right. Finds Griffith. Griffith thought about the three. Decides to go to her left. tries to throw it down into Ahart, but it's taken away. Now it's Kuntz, but they're going to call a foul on Ahart. That's going to be 2. That's in the first quarter.
That is trouble. She's got 2. Jensen's got 2 on the other side. Ryland's already sitting on the bench. We'll see what Coach Fricky does here. Looks like he's going to let her go.
Now at Owls basketball, Lucktie atop the key. Going to her right with the pick by Cunningham. Hands it off in the corner to Gradicky. Now over to Van Horn on top of the key. Van Horn kind of taking her time. Now Lucktie on right-hand side. Goes against Griffin. Little spin dribble, loses control, picks it back up. Goes inside to Cunningham. Cunningham tries to throw it over to Gradicky. She does if it wasn't tipped. Now it's over to Kuntz. Kuntz drives the lane, puts it up. No good, gets her on rebound, puts it up again. This time she's fouled. And
she was hunting for a foul there.
And that might be on Ahart. No, they didn't. Okay, 'cause she was in the action. I didn't know who they were going to give it to, but they give it to Griffith. In that moment, if you're a Lady Bulldog, you put your hand up.
Yeah.
Make sure Ahart does not put her hand up. And it's Kuntz with the first free throw. Gets the friendly roll. That's going to make it 8-6.
First point in a while.
Van Horn's going to take a seat. And it's going to be 12 men coming in the game.
That was Serenity Chapman's first, by the way. And the first miss from the line for Morgan Kuntz. She's 3 of 4.
This will be 8-6, 1:46 to go here in the first quarter. Silex is on top. Trinity going to her left on their side of the court. Going to her right with the pick by Griffith over to Womack. Womack picks up her dribble, and that's over to Trinity, who comes and gets it. Kind of taking her time. We're letting the offense set up. Telling Womack to get out of the way. I want something here. Uses the pick by Griffith. Throws it over to Ahart. Ahart tries to get over to Womack, but it's taken away by the Owls. And that's Cunningham up ahead to Kuntz. Kuntz looking to go all the way. She does. In the foul, and it is good. And she's going to the line to shoot 1.
Morgan Kuntz leading the way so far. Has 5 points. Chance to make it 6 here from the stripe. Looks like Taylor Lichtai is getting ready to check in for Silex.
And Kuhn's second free throw is good. That's going to make it 11-6 in favor of the Owls.
4 of 5 from the line. And taking a seat is Sam Gradicky as Lichtai came in.
Now we got Trinity just now crossing the half-court line, going against Kuntz, finds Womack on the right-hand side. Looking at the cutting Chatham, nothing there. Griffin going to the left-hand side, puts it up, and she's fouled. We got 9 fouls called already in this quarter.
Still got 1:01 left.
So Griffith is going to the line for the first time tonight. Chance to cut into this 5-point lead that Silex has built in the last 6 minutes.
Hope Cunningham picked up the personal and the first shot. No good.
And it looks like Kylie Ahart is getting ready to check in, pending on this free throw. And Griffith puts it up and gets the roll out. I mean, that was about a 7:20 there.
Yeah, that's nice. First point for Louisiana in a long time.
So that cuts the lead to 4. It gives Louisiana a chance to get in this full court press. Kuntz has the ball in the backcourt. Going against the Twins. Gets the ball across the court over to Lucktie. Down to her sister. Back over to Kuntz. Loses control of it, but runs it down. Kind of taking her time, not going to her left. Hands it off to Lucktie. She's going back to her left. She loses it, taken away by Griffin. Going to her left, finds Womack up ahead, puts up the floater, no good off the backboard, rebounded by the Owls, but Trinity takes the steal, and she gives it right back to the Owls.
Timeout taken by Silex.
11-7 is our score in favor of Silex. We'll give you the rest of the first quarter right after this. You listen to Bulldog Basketball on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
Create the perfect look at Randy's Jewelry in Troy. Discover a huge selection of women's and men's jewelry, from fine and fashion rings to bracelets, necklaces, earrings, watches, and more. Silver, gold, and colored jewelry for every occasion. Visit Randy's Jewelry, 400 Main Street in Troy.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
And we got 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Silex Owls are up 11-7 over Louisiana. And as you mentioned earlier, the refs are not afraid to blow the whistle. We have 9 fouls so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, we were talking amongst ourselves during the JV boys game that that crew was letting things go. This crew is definitely tightened up the action. And Silex made an adjustment to the full court pressure. Louisiana started off really well, got some turnovers early, but haven't been able to over the last 6 minutes or so.
And just like that, it is going to be Lichtai on the give and go in the lane, puts it up, gets fouled, and makes it. So she's going to go to the line for a chance for a three-point play herself.
Kylie Ahart picks up the personal.
And Madison Lichtai does knock it down. And Van Horn's going to take a seat again. And Twellman back in the game. 14-7 now is our score. 15 seconds to go. And it's Trinity with the ball across the half-court line. Griffin sets to pick. Trinity going to her left. Fakes the pass out to Womack. Nothing there. Misses it. Ball on the floor. Griffith comes away with it. And it's the Owls take it away. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is our score. Silex over Louisiana. We'll bring you the second quarter right after this. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
The Eagle's Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. Explore quaint streets, visit local attractions, and return to comfort at the end of the day. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
And we're getting ready to start the second quarter here. Waiting for the teams to get out of the huddle. It's going to be Louisiana basketball as they trail 14-7.
Silex 5 of 6 shooting free throws in the first quarter. That's a lot of opportunities. You mentioned there was a lot of fouls. Just 1 of 4 were the Lady Dogs, and that's pretty much explains the 14-7 score, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now you have Trinity going inside the paint, kicks it back out, puts up the floater, left hand, no good. Rebounded by Van Horn. And she throws it out to Kuntz. Kuntz going on the right-hand side. Loses it, gets it back. Tries to throw it into Lichtai. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Womack, and it's going to be a foul on Lichtai as she kind of fell down.
Well, it looked like Womack actually grabbed a hold of both the ball and her head. And when she pulled away, the head popped out. The ball didn't, but that's where the foul was. That was the contact. That is an unfortunate foul.
So it's going to be Serenity's ball in her hand, going over to her sister Trinity, top of the key. Over to Womack, looking inside, going to her left. Finds Griffith, top of the key. She tries to go inside, puts up the left hand. It's going to be a foul on Van Horn.
And Van Horn kind of punches the padding there as she picks up her second.
Well, she knew exactly what she did. As soon as that whistle blew, she started shaking her head. So it's going to be Griffin going to the line to shoot 2, trying to get on the right path here for the Bulldogs from the free throw line. And she knocks that one down. 6-point lead now for the Owls.
She is 2 of 3 from the line so far.
And her second one is good. And we got some subs now. Camry Ahart back in the game, and it's going to be Gradicke in the game for Silex. Trying to get the ball in against this press. Griffin almost with the steal, and it's going to be last touched by Griffith.
She ended up in the boys varsity team for the Owls there.
Extremely good hustle there by her. And now the Owls get it in. It's Kuntz. Kuntz looking to get across the half-court line. Going against Griffith. Finally does. And we're going to have a foul on Griffith.
That's going to be Nikaya's first.
Should be her second.
That is. Helps if you write down the first one.
So it's going to be Lichtai inbounding the ball to Kuntz. Now it's over to Lichtai. Going to her right. Tough defense by Trinity. That's exactly what we saw yesterday.
Yep.
And another blocking foul on Griffith. That's going to be her third.
Yeah, that's trouble.
I don't. I'll be quiet. Anyway, 14-9 is our score. 6:54 to go in the second. It's going to be Silex ball. We're on the cross of the gym. And I believe
Tatum Wallace going to come in for Nikaya.
So it's going to be Lichtai inbounding the ball to Gradicke. Quickly gives it to Kuntz. Kuntz throws it over to Lichtai. Lichtai trying to set some things up, going to her right. Hands it off over to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to get inside. Quickly gives it out to Kuntz again. Kuntz going back to her left, kicks it back out to Cunningham. They're really trying to get the ball on the inside, but Bulldogs doing a great job of keeping the pressure out of the paint. Now it's Gradicke over to Lichtai. Lichtai runs it down. Back over to Gradicke, inside to Cunningham. Cunningham puts up the floater, knocks it down. 16-9 now in favor of Silex.
First points for Hope Cunningham tonight.
Trinity's really slowing this game down. Complete opposite of what I saw last night. They were move. And now it's Ahart going to her right, picks up the dribble, gives it back to Trinity. She's way out by the Bulldog logo. We're down to 6 minutes to go in the second. 16-9 in favor of the Owls. Now it's Ahart, top of the key. Picks up her dribble quickly over to Womack. Womack trying to get inside. Nice little Euro step. Misses it. Ball running around on the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds on Bulldogs.
5:46 to go, second quarter. Silex leading the Lady Dogs 16-9.
Owls basketball. Trying to get the ball in. Now Kuntz has it in the backcourt. Going up right-hand side, gets past the press pretty easy. No one stopping her. But it is Ahart who ends up stopping her at the last second. She swats it out of bounds.
Again, it looked like Morgan Kuntz there was fishing for a foul, hesitated to try and draw a contact, and just a nice play coming back by Camry Ahart not to take the bait.
And it's Cunningham for the three, knocks it down. 10-point lead now for the Owls.
5 points all in this quarter for Hope Cunningham.
And now we got Trinity going against Kuntz. Going to her right. Now back to her left. Puts up the left hand. It's no good. Rebounded by Cunningham.
Was not expecting a 10-point game at any point between these two teams.
Lichtai throws it down to Gradicke. Puts it up. No good. And they're going to call it out of bounds. It's going to stay here for Owls basketball.
Almost hit Gradicke. You had no idea the ball was anywhere close to her.
Gradicke is inbounding the ball. Finds Cunningham. Cunningham quickly puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Wallace. Up ahead to Trinity. On the right-hand side. Quickly pulls it back. Sets up the offense. Uses the pick by Ahart. Then gives it back to Ahart, top of the key. Now it's Trinity. She's going to try out top of the key. Bulldogs in a 1-4 high set. Now hands it over to Trinity on the right-hand side. There's Womack cutting. Trinity puts it up. No good. Gets her on rebound. Throws it over to her sister, Trinity. She puts up the three. It's no good. Womack fell right into it. Puts it up. It is good. Trinity with the steal, and she knocks it down, and the basket is good. She has a chance for a three-point play.
And that could be a 5-point swing in about
2.5 seconds?
Yeah. Cut it from 10 to 5, just like that.
So Trinity's going to the line 4-1. Harris is going to take a seat for the Owls, and Jensen's back in the game.
The foul was on Rylan Harris, her first.
And free throw is no good. Womack saves it. There's Trinity up off the backboard and just misses the layup. But it's Trinity with the rebound. Now it's Ahart. She tries the three. It's no good. And out of bounds off the Bulldogs.
And Womack says, what do I have to do to draw a foul here? There was a lot of contact on that rebound.
So Owls basketball. Gets it into Gradicke. Now gives it back to Lichtai. Lichtai gets across the half court. Going to her left. Finds Kuntz. Kuntz quickly goes back to her right. Gets in the paint. Throws it to Cunningham. Cunningham puts it up. Blocked by Ahart again. That's her second block in the last minute. Now it's Trinity. On the other side for the Bulldogs. Over to Womack. She puts up the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Kuntz. Owls going the other way. Now we're in Owl territory. Gives it over. Can't see who that is. My apologies. There's Gradicke in the lane. Puts it up. It's no good. Cunningham with the rebound. She kicks it out to Kuntz. And we're going to have a travel. That is correct.
Morgan Kuntz just stepped around the Louisiana defender, and now a timeout taken by the Lady Dogs, who trail 19-13. 3:39 to go in the second on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
And 19-13 in favor of Silex here at the timeout break.
Good little run there by the Lady Dogs. Could have been a lot better if they had made the free throw or got the points on the rebound on that one. That could have made it a 4-point game.
Well, Louisiana's doing a really good job of getting in the paint. They're just not knocking down those 6 to 8 footers. And they've had a bunch of offensive rebounds. Just can't get the second chance points. And I know I keep talking about last night, but they had a boatload of second chance points last night to help get through to the victory. See if they get another one here tonight. Now it's Trinity. Gets across the half-court line. Going against Jensen. Going off the dribble, back over to her left. Hands it off to Womack. Womack going to her right, inside to Ahart. Ahart tries to put it up. She does put it up and knocks it down. Cuts the lead to 4.
Her first point. She's had some foul trouble.
Now it's Lichtai, gets in and going to her left. Gets across the half court. Now it's back over to Gradicke. Now Jensen, top of the key. Skips it over to Kuntz. Back to Jensen, kind of taking their time. Now he's trying to attack the basket, but it's Ahart with the steal. And quickly taking the other way, Gradicke gets the steal for the Owls. Now it's Kuntz into Cunningham. Cunningham puts it about the backboard. She can't make it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Kuntz. It's going to be Bulldog basketball.
In a 4-point game, 19-15. Silex leads. They've led by as many as 10 here in the quarter. Led by 7 after 1.
And it is going to be Trinity here calling the shots here for the Bulldogs. Kicks it over to Trinity. Looking for the cutter. Nothing there. Takes it back up top. Setting everything back up again. Ahart with the pick. Trinity uses it. Gives it back to Ahart. She's going to her left. Trying to find Womack in the paint. She does. Now backs over to Ahart with the 15-footer. Knocks it down. Just like that, the Bulldogs only trail by 2, 19-17. Kuntz trying to go coast to coast. We're going to have a blocking foul.
That's going to be the third on Camry Ahart, and she can't believe it.
That could have went either way.
Yep, into the ball game comes Madison Bell. She'll replace, I think I keep
Wallace
Ahart in there. Tatum Wallace comes out.
So it's going to be Owl basketball underneath their own basket. It's going to be Jensen on the inbounder.
They said that was only Camry Ahart's second foul. I don't have that.
I didn't think so either. But Gradicke looking to throw it inside to Lichtai, but throws it away instead. So Bulldogs get the ball right back.
I think maybe that's why Bell came in, and then when it flashed up as only 2, they said, just get Tatum out of here. Very inconspicuous.
Now Ahart at the free throw line, trying to drive the lane. She does, but it's going to be a foul on Kuntz.
That could have been a travel as well. Very close. Sawyer Twellman bailed her out.
So it's going to be Ahart at the line shooting 2.
Actually, they gave the foul to Sam Gradicke, her first.
2-point ball game here pending these free throws. And this is the first one. She does have one more coming. 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. First of 2 games. The Silex boys will be playing the host team, Louisiana boys Bulldogs. And it's Ahart with the second one. Just rims out, rebounded by Kuntz for the Owls.
That was halfway down the
And she loses
cylinder.
it, taken away by Trinity. And just like that, a blocking foul on Kuntz.
Going to be Morgan's first with a minute 54 to go, and Chapman could tie this game from the line.
My apologies, it was Serenity going to the lane. She's going to the line to shoot 2.
She's 0 for 2 from that spot so far.
You think they were twins. You can't quite tell
Yeah.
them apart. And she knocks down the first one.
Just look for the knee wrap.
That's what I was doing yesterday. She makes the first, has a chance to make the second one, and she knocks them down in both. And we have a tied ball game just like that here at 1:54 to go in the second.
I guess that would be a 10-0 run then, wouldn't it? Since they were down 10, and that was the biggest lead for Silex, and now it's all tied at 19.
Well, we figured this would be a game of runs. We just didn't think it would be a game of 10-point runs. And Owls get it in. Now it's over to Gradicke. Throws it back over to Jensen. Jensen going to her left, gets by the press. Trying to find someone. She finds Gradicke. Throws it back over to Lichtai. Lichtai drives the lane, tries to find Cunningham, but rolls right to Kuntz. And Kuntz throws it back over to Gradicke. Tough defense by the Bulldogs here. And Lichtai tries to save the ball. She does. She drives the lane, throws it back over to Jensen. Jensen drives the lane, puts it off the backboard. It is no good. And rebounded by Ahart.
Yeah, a lot more aggressive man defense from Louisiana. Even when Silex gets a pass, they're not getting it clean, and there's just no flow to their offense right now because of this D.
Ahart over at the free throw line, going to her right, finds Womack. Womack going to her left. Trying to get some space, kicks it out to Trinity. Trinity drives lane, puts up the floater. It is no good. Right in the hands of Cunningham. Now it's going to be Lichtai going the other way for the Owls. Hands it off to Kuntz. Kuntz always likes to go coast to coast. She's trying it again here, up off the backboard. This time it is good. And the Owls take the lead back by 2, 21-19. 44 seconds to go here in the second.
She's got 8 points now, breaks that 10-0 run by the Dogs.
Now it's Serenity over the right-hand side, right in front of Silex's bench. Throws it over to Bell. Bell quickly gives it to Trinity. Trinity drives the lane, tries to kick it down to Bell, turnover, and taken away by Jensen. And the ball's on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball as both girls roll around on the floor. But it's going to stay in Silex's favor with 27 seconds to go with a 2-point lead.
See if they play for the last shot here.
It'll be Gradicke inbounding the ball. Finds Jensen. Back over to Gradicke. Back over to Jensen. Little pitch and catch here, and back over to Gradicke. In the corner to Cunningham. Throws it back up top to Jensen. Down to 15 seconds here in the second quarter. 21-19, favor of Silex. Jensen trying to find some help. She's going the wrong way. Now she's going back towards the bucket, but it is a timeout with 8 seconds to go for Silex. 21-19. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Cluckey, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
Eolia Landscape Supply has something for every season. They carry mulch, decorative rock, compost, topsoil, weed barriers, railroad ties, and more. Find specials and hours on their Facebook page. Eolia Landscape Supply at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Both squads break the timeout. Silex's ball, 8.9 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 21-19 in favor of Silex. Now Jensen has it. Going to her left, back to her right. We're down to 4. And taken away by Trinity. Trying to put it up at the buzzer. She does, and it is good. And we're going to have a tied ball game at the half. 21-21. We will bring you the halftime show right after this. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
It's a new year, a fresh start for a lot of things. But here's a question to kick things off. When's the last time your online bank supported your community? If your bank doesn't have a front door, it probably isn't supporting local schools, charities, or small businesses. At PSB, your money stays right here, helping the community you live in grow. This year, make a local choice. PSB Bank, local banking that makes a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. Lynn's has a dedicated staff providing around-the-clock support and comprehensive health monitoring. Residents can relish the same lifestyle they've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing help is available when needed. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM.
And we're at halftime here. Scores 21-21. All knotted up. At one point in time, the Silex Owls were up 19-9. And
yeah, they had built themselves a very comfortable lead and a timeout for Louisiana, and they came out a completely different team. It looked like they were kind of drained before that timeout. Whatever Coach Fricky said, refocused them, got their energy back up, and they reeled off 10 straight points to tie it.
I think comfortable is the perfect word to use, because it did seem like Silex did kind of get comfortable for a brief moment there. They weren't attacking the basket like they were before. They're kind of staying up top, kind of taking a bunch of passes. And unfortunately for Silex, you keep passing that many times, one of the Chapman girls are going to take it, and they did, and that led to that 10-0 run the other way for Louisiana to put them back into this game to make it 21-21.
Yeah, and Louisiana switched it up defensively. They came out in a very aggressive man. It started creating those turnovers again, and once this is a running game, Serenity and Trinity are going to run you out of a gym.
Yeah, that's the last thing Silex wants, because like you said, I mean, those girls will physically run you out of the game. They're probably one of the fastest tandems I've seen on either side of the river.
Yeah, fast hands, fast feet, and for two very small girls, they can get up and down the floor. Now it's a 21-21 game thanks to that last little steal and fast break at the buzzer for Trinity Chapman.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the stats. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Eccles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle. Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Ask me, Kayla Henderson, affiliate agent or shelter agent Brent Brandstetter in Bowling Green about shelter's home, auto, and life coverage options.
Hi, this is Patrick Cuppy, Assistant Rehab Director and Physical Therapist at PCMH Outpatient Physical Therapy. Please choose Pike County Memorial Hospital for all of your physical therapy needs. In Bowling Green, call 324-3105. In Louisiana, call 560-5530.
Find a dining experience that blends timeless charm with unforgettable flavor. Step into Watson 1838 downtown Pittsfield. Located inside the historic William Watson Hotel, Watson 1838 serves up classic American dishes in a warm, inviting atmosphere. From perfectly grilled steaks to comfort food favorites, every meal is made to satisfy. Open Wednesday through Saturday for lunch and dinner. Watson 1838. History you can taste. 105 East Washington Street, Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Just under 4 minutes to go at halftime before we get the second half underway. Both teams are on the court. Game is 21-21 at the break. And kick it over to Mark here for the stats.
Our scoring report on Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Pike Lincoln Technical Center in Eolia. Go for your future by visiting pltc.edu today. That's pltc.edu for Pike Lincoln Technical Center. And it was 14-7 Silex lead after one. And so obviously Louisiana outscored them in the second quarter. And it came down to they started hitting free throws. They were 4 of 7 in the second quarter after only 1 of 4 in the first half. 2 points for Serenity Chapman. I think those were both from the free throw line, so she needs to get going a little bit offensively. 8 points for Trinity, including that buzzer beater layup. 3 points for Nakia Griffith, but she has 3 fouls. And then 4 points each for Reese Womack and Camry Ahart. Camry, also, we thought she had 3 fouls. The board said 2, so we'll figure out where she is early in the second half. But she needs to get some more points on the board as well. For Silex, they were 5 of 6 shooting free throws in the first quarter. Guess what? They did not go to the line in the second quarter, so another improvement for Louisiana there. 2 points for Austin Van Horn, as she needs to get going a little bit. Those were 2 early points in the first quarter. 3 points for Madison Lichtai, 3 points for Sam Gradicke, 5 points for Hope Cunningham. The other 8 from Morgan Kuntz, and 5 of those 8 came from the free throw line.
So I was just thinking to myself, me being the negative person that I am, you can be the positive person. The 2 people we talked about before the game started aren't really showcasing their ability in the box score. Womack has 4, you said. Van Horn has 2.
Yeah.
At half, if you had said that was how many points they had, I would have said, nah, I doubt it.
I'm going to say that the defense is keyed in on both of those players. And with Camry spending some time on the bench, that allowed Silex to double on Womack a little bit. So she hasn't been able to get going. And it's interesting that with her not going, that you haven't seen more out of the Chapmans filling the bucket. Trinity has 8. Serenity just 2 so far. She's taken quite a few shots, but they've been kind of off balance and flying toward the baseline. So she needs to get herself open in a little better sight lines, and I think she'll come alive in the second half.
We got just under 50 seconds to go until we kick off the second half. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
When it's time to honor your loved ones, trust the experience and care of Shireman Memorials. With decades of experience, Jason's team will help you create a memorial that your family will be proud of for generations. Visit Shireman Memorials today at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, where memories are carved to last.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
And we are ready for the second half. It's going to be Bulldog basketball. Just a reminder, we're all tied 21-21. And it's going to be Serenity controlling the basketball. She's going off to her right, now back to her left. Now Griffin with the pick, she uses it. Now throws it over to Trinity, back over to Womack. Waiting for something to set up, throws it over to Trinity, looking inside, nothing there. Goes back to her right. Pulls it back out. Now she's going back to her left. Puts up the floater with the left hand. Just rims out. And it's Cunningham with the rebound. And it's going to be last touched by the Owls.
I think Trinity got a little hand in there and sneaky good with those quick hands.
So Trinity throws it into Ahart. Ahart trying to go baseline, gets cut off, throws it back over to Trinity. Trinity on the right-hand side of the wing. Brings it back up by the logo, setting it up. As she goes back to her right, uses the pick, all the way over to the left wing now. Trying to go baseline, puts up the floater, it's no good. Ball rolling around, picks up by Kuntz. Kuntz trying to push the ball up the court. No one's going to stop her. She puts it up, and she can't connect. And Cunningham with the rebound. She loses it, taken away by Griffith. And she's trying to get the ball all the way up the court, going to her left, still going. Now she stops. Finds Womack. Womack with the quick three. She knocks it down. First points of the second half for either squad, 24-21 in favor of the Bulldogs. Now it's Van Horn. Over to Gradicke. Back to Van Horn on the cut. She puts up on the backboard. She knocks it down. 24-23, 6:32 to go here in the third. And Trinity kind of taking her time, letting the offense set up. She's going to her left. Goes off the pick. Finds Ahart rolling to the top of the key over to Womack. Womack going to her left against Van Horn. Gets inside the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Cunningham. And quickly taken away.
They're going to call
a foul instead.
On Womack.
There's some point in times in this game here, it's been like tacky, and then it's been extremely rough. Getting all sorts of things going on tonight. Size gets it into Kuntz, but it's quickly taken away, but it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls.
Yeah, Nakai got a nice little bump in there, and she may have taken a shot to the head, too. Checking her ear.
Now we got Trinity. Finds Ahart at the free throw line, taken away by Kuntz. Now Kuntz going up right-hand side. Double team by the Twins. Throws it over to Cunningham. Knocked out of bounds by Trinity. It's going to be Silex basketball.
Out high, that's a mismatch. I don't think Cunningham wanted anything to do with ball handling around Trinity or Serenity.
Not many people do, even if you are a guard. Now it's Jensen, throws it out to Van Horn. Van Horn going against Womack. Kicks it back out to Jensen. Jensen looking inside the Van Horn. Nothing there. She still has it. Now it's to Van Horn. Pulls up the three. It rims in and out. Rebounded by Serenity. She's pushing the ball up the court. She pulls it out. And she's trying to get the offense going here. Tells Womack to get in the paint. Now she goes back to her left. Finds Womack at the left-hand side, but she's going to get called for a travel. Turnover Bulldogs.
Pretty good decision at the beginning of that possession. Serenity saw that it was another number one, Austin Van Horn, that was running up the floor with her and knew she wasn't going to make it to the basket against her.
Absolutely. Now it's Van Horn. Throws it over to Kuntz. Kuntz going to her left. Finds Cunningham in the corner. Van Horn inside the paint with the ball. Puts up with the right hand off the backboard. It's no good. Gets the own rebound. But we're going to have a jump ball. And it's going to stay Silex basketball. 24-23 is our score in favor of Louisiana. 5:02 to go here in the third. And it's Jensen trying to get the ball in. Finds Cunningham. She pulls up the three in the corner. Knocks it down. There's probably 6 feet of space between Griffith and Cunningham when that ball was released. And that gives Silex a 2-point lead.
Yeah, that's too much room for Hope Cunningham.
Now it's Serenity. Looking inside. Settles for Griffith in the corner. Gives it right back over to Serenity. She's trying to go to her right. Finds Ahart. Ahart gives it to Griffith. Going to her left. Inside the paint. Puts up with the left hand. It's no good. Rebounded by Cunningham. Now it's to Van Horn. Middle of the court. Trying to go all the way. Dishes it down to Gradicke.
Oh. And Mr. Yazel got wrapped up with Austin Van Horn, and he's hurt on the baseline, the official is. So both teams are going to come to the bench. And as the trainers deal with the injured referee. 26-24, Silex leading Louisiana in the third quarter on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McNailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
4:23 to go, third quarter. Still trainers, they've got Mr. Yazel up, sitting up now, but I don't know where he was grabbing, and now they're looking at the knee. Oh, I was hoping it was just a cramp, but it may be a little more serious than that as they continue to deal with the injured official on the baseline. 26-24, Silex leading Louisiana here in the third quarter. A couple of threes from Van Horn and Cunningham are the points for Silex. A three on the other side for Reese Womack, and now they get the official up, and he's holding above his knee. But he's not putting any weight on it, and he's telling the trainers.
Well, as soon as he stood up, he was shaking his head, no. So this is going to turn into a two-man crew for at least the rest of this game.
I think the officials from the JV game have gone home. So I think this game and the next game are going to be just Mr. Falloon and his partner. Yeah. Oh, man. Phil Yazel, one of the good officials around this area, and he's being helped off right now to a nice round of applause.
You mean they're not all good officials?
He's one of the ones.
I'm not putting words in your mouth.
He's one of the ones that's so consistent. I remember his name. How about that? 26-24 is now the.
I didn't mean to put you on. I kind of didn't mean to put you on the spot, but it sounded way worse than I actually intended it to be. So it's going to be Bulldog basketball here.
Good guy. Good conversation whenever I see him in a hospitality room.
And it's going to be Trinity now for the Bulldogs. Throws it over to Trinity on the left-hand side. Trying to get something inside. Nothing there. And she settles for Griffith in the corner. Puts up the quick three. Air ball. Last touched by the Bulldogs. And it's going to be Silex basketball.
That was almost a perfect pass to Serenity Chapman. Silex came back. Got a finger on it, and Chapman ended up on the ground.
Now it's Coons having the ball for the Owls. Finds Cunningham in the corner. Throws out to Van Horn. Van Horn drives the lane. Puts up off the backboard. It's no good. And she gets the own rebound. She puts it up again. It's still no good. Gets on rebound again, and the third time is a charm. And that's a 4-point lead now for Silex. 3:46 to go here in the third.
You can't give her 3 opportunities. She's not going to miss more than that.
And just padding the stats a little bit. Now Griffith in the corner. Spin dribble against Gradicke, and it's fouled. So she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And tonight, Griffith has been the most consistent free throw shooter the Bulldogs have had.
Sam Gradicke picks up her second foul.
3:34 to go here in the third. 28-24 is the score as Griffith puts up the first free throw and knocks that one down. She will have one more attempt as soon as the ref gives her the basketball. Now she has it. One dribble, two dribble, a little spin, and up in the air it goes and knocks it down.
Kaya, where are you coming from at the line?
Well, they've been big free throws.
Yeah.
And just like that, I was going to say, Owls turned it over. Griffith, I thought, had the steal, but it fell right in the hands of Van Horn. Now Van Horn throws it over to Jensen. Jensen getting in the lane. Throws it back over to Lichtai, puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Jensen. Out to Kuntz. Kuntz driving, puts up the 8-footer. It's blocked, gets the rebound off the block, and it's going to be last touched by the Owls. So it's going to be Bulldog basketball.
I thought they were calling a foul for a second. Good non-call.
A little more pressure on the referee crew here to make sure you see everything, because now they're down to 2 people.
Well, and you know, this is the way it used to be all the time, and same thing can be said in the pros. You know, when they lose a man, it's just back to how it used to be. But they've been doing it this way for so long, they don't remember it used to be.
Well, coaches just get used to one thing, and then they don't like change.
Yeah.
Ahart over to Griffith, top of the key for the Bulldogs. Driving in the lane, puts up the left hand. No good. Rebounded by Van Horn. Now she's pushing up the right-hand side. Finds Lichtai. Inside the
Cunningham.
To Cunningham. She misses it. And it's rebounded by Trinity. Now Trinity kind of sets things up at the volleyball line. Finds Walmick. Right-hand side against Van Horn. Going to her left. Little step back. Hands it off to Griffith. Griffith going to her right. Trying to go all the way around, but Cunningham shuts her off. Now she's going back to her left. Throws it out to Trinity for the 3. She knocks it down. 29-28 now. 2:05 to go in the third.
Trinity Chapman into double figures now.
Lichtai over to Jensen. Now back over to Lichtai. Finds Cunningham in the corner. Now it's Jensen. Jensen trying to drive the lane. Kicks it out to Kuntz. Kuntz throws it into Van Horn, but taken away by Trinity. Trinity's trying to go coast to coast. Throws it over to Serenity, and Serenity pulls it back out. Now Ahart driving the lane. It's going to be a blocking foul on Van Horn.
Ooh, that's going to be 3 on AVH. So Austin's got to start watching out. Oh, they went the other way. Gave it to Sam Gradicke. Nope, they didn't. It went to Van Horn.
They just got you guessing.
Well, I was watching the scoreboard instead of the official.
And it's going to be Trinity inbound into Ahart. Ahart puts it up. It's blocked by Cunningham. Now Trinity brings in the loose ball, and she has the top of the key over to Ahart. Back over to Trinity. We're at 1:30 to go here in the third. 29-28, Bulldogs lead. Nice pass to Griffith to Trinity, wide open underneath. And we have a timeout, Silex. 31-28 in favor of the Bulldogs. 1:23 to go in the third. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Work Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kern's Construction.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
After the timeout, it's going to be Silex basketball. Owls get it into Kuntz. Kuntz going to her right, trying to go all the way to the basket. Finds Cunningham. She knocks it down. The lead on down to 1 in favor of Louisiana. Now Trinity kind of taking her time, going against Lichtai, going to her left. Hands it off to Womack. She's kind of taking her time. Now uses the pick set by Ahart. She pulls it back out. Finds Griffith. Left-hand side. She's trying to get to the basket. She kind of falls down a little bit. They're going to call a charge.
That's going to be 4 on Nakaya.
Interesting. I didn't think the defender was.
It's because of the way that she went down. She put the hand out, and Silex saw it and fell backwards. I don't know if she made contact, but the motion was there.
Van Horn tries to throw it over to Kuntz, but quickly throws it away. So it's going to be Bulldog basketball. 48.6 seconds to go here in the third. Bulldogs lead by 1, 31-30. And the basketball. Trinity going to the right-hand side, going against Kuntz. Throws it over to Womack, going against Van Horn. Now finds Ahart. Quickly throws it over to Trinity. She's going to her left, back over to her left again, off the backboard, and knocks it down with the left hand.
She's really heating up here in the second half.
Now Van Horn throws over to Kuntz. Kuntz trying to go all the way. She puts it up, and it's blocked by Womack.
Ahart took a shot, went down awkwardly.
33-30 in favor of the Bulldogs. 19 seconds to go. Silex has the ball underneath their own basket. Inside the Van Horn. Van Horn puts it up. It's blocked again. Puts up again. She misses again.
She can't believe there wasn't a foul called there.
And now it's Womack in the backcourt. Finds Trinity. We're down to 7. Down to 5. Hands it off to Womack. Womack throws over to Ahart for the 3. No good. And that's going to be the third quarter. 33-30 in favor of Louisiana over Silex. We'll bring you the fourth right after this. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Count on Adams Plumbing and Electrical in Bowling Green to get the job done right. Locally owned, licensed, and insured with free estimates you can trust. Call 573-470-6215 for your repair and installation experts. Adams Plumbing and Electrical.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Just 8 minutes is going to determine the winner in this nail biter. 33-30.
You sure? I think you just jinxed us into overtime.
We'll see.
I've had a lot of overtime this year.
Well, I've only been in one overtime game, and you were with me. So if that's a trend, we're done.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting.
Trinity throws it over to Womack at the top of the key.
It was in this gym, too.
It was in this gym. Trinity going to her right-hand side, going against Van Horn, kicks it out over to Ahart. Ahart trying to drive the lane. She does. Picks it up, throws it out to Trinity for the deep 3. No good. Rebounded by Van Horn. And Van Horn throws it over to Lichtai. Up ahead to Cunningham. Cunningham puts it up off the backboard. It is good. 33-32 now. Trinity going against Kuntz, kind of taking her time. Throws it over to Serenity. Over by the half-court line. Throws it over to Ahart. Ahart hands it off to Trinity off the pick. She kind of get inside, throws it over to Serenity in the corner, and she takes it back up top. Now over to Womack. Womack gets inside the lane, puts up the floater, blocked by Van Horn, but right into Ahart, and Ahart puts it up. But it's going to be a blocking foul on Van Horn. That's going to be 4. That's 4 on her.
Wow. So she's got 4. Nakia Griffith on the other side has 4. And she's replaced by Sam Gradicke.
33-32 is our score. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Womack trying to get the ball in. And it's taken away by Lichtai. Up ahead to Jensen. She puts it up. It's no good. She gets the rebound and throws it out to Kuntz. Kuntz for the 3. She knocks it down. 35-33 in favor of the Owls.
Those are her first points since early in the second quarter, and it puts Silex ahead. 35-33, 6:39 to go in the fourth on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
I think the administrators from Louisiana just told the two remaining officials that they were doing the boys game by themselves.
Yeah, they are definitely flying in the tandem now. And we have Bulldog basketball here after the timeout. It's Womack on the right-hand side of the wing. Trying to find something to Ahart. Nothing there. She dribbles to the left. Throws it out to Trinity. And Trinity's kind of taking her time up top, trying to find the right play. And she settles for Ahart on top of the key. Now over to Kylie Ahart. Now back over to Camry. Now it's Serenity. Trying to get in there in the paint, but they're just cutting it off. And now it's Trinity trying to do the same, and just settles for Ahart. Ahart with the spin, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Kylie Ahart. Now back over to Camry Ahart, and she knocks it down. 35-35. 5:50 to go. Now it's Lichtai. Takes it herself off the backboard. It's no good. Ball rolling around. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. And it's going to be Lichtai, the inbounder. And it's Cunningham in the corner. Thought about the three, but passed on it. Now it's Jensen. Over to Kuntz.
I just noticed Cunningham has a little kick that she does as she shoots a three, and that's her trigger mechanism.
And Kuntz knocks down the three in the corner and put the Owls up by 3.
She doesn't have a mechanism.
She does not. Now Trinity going against Kuntz at the volleyball line. Over to Ahart, finds the cutting Womack, and knocks it down.
She's got 9.
Lichtai in the backcourt with Gridicke. Now back over to Lichtai, over to Kuntz. Kuntz going to the paint, puts up the floater, and the foul on Womack.
And that's how Morgan Kuntz got a lot of her first half points, is from the free throw line, where she was 5 of 6 in the first quarter. Heading back.
And that's going to be 4 on Womack.
So she must have got one of the ones that we had tagged to Ahart earlier.
And Kuntz misses the free throw. So both teams kind of having some foul trouble down the stretch here. And we're going to have Griffith coming back in the game, and Womack will take a seat. 38-37 is our score. Silex is leading. 4:59 to go in the fourth. Kuntz on the line, shooting her second of 2 free throws, and she knocks down the second one to 2-point lead for the Owls. And it's going to be Trinity running the point here for the Bulldogs. Now Griffith in right-hand side. Looking at Trinity, nothing there, so she pulls it out to the left. Now Ahart, now back over to Griffith. Griffith takes it herself in the bucket, nothing there. She misses the layup. Rebounded by Cunningham, but it's going to be a foul.
That's going to be the third on Ahart.
So it's going to be Owl basketball. 4:41 to go in the fourth. Now Kuntz, right-hand side in front of the scores table. Going back to her left, gets past the double team. Picks up a dribble, throws it over to Lichtai. Lichtai thought about the jump shot, finds Cunningham open underneath, and she knocks it down.
She's got 14 points.
A quiet 14 points. Yeah. Now Trinity trying to start things again for the Bulldogs. Now Griffin going against baseline, puts it up off the backboard and knocks it down.
That's her first shot to go from the field tonight. She's been great from the free throw line.
Now Lichtai throws it over to Jensen, gives it back to Lichtai. At the volleyball line, going to her right, over to Kuntz. Kuntz goes baseline against Griffith, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Ahart. Over to Trinity, opposite end of the gym. Going to her right, finds Griffith. She pulls the trigger on the three and just misses again, but gets the own rebound. The ball is loose on the floor and finds Ahart. Now Ahart throws it over to Trinity in the corner. Trinity decides to pull it back out in the corner to Serenity. Back over to Griffith. Trying to slow things down a little bit. Griffith drives in the lane, puts up the off-balance shot, misses it. Rebounded by Ahart, and she knocks it down.
That's Kylie's first 2 points tonight to tie the game.
Now it's Lichtai, and Kylie takes the steal, and it's going to be a foul going against Lichtai, so it's going to be Bulldog basketball at the half-court line. And this 41-41 game, 3:19 to go. And Van Horn coming back in the game for the Owls. Lichtai is going to have a seat.
Yeah, she picks up her second foul. Pretty good, getting solid minutes for a freshman, Madison Lichtai.
At the same time, Womack comes back in the game, and Kylie Ahart's going to have a seat. Now it's Griffith over to Womack. Womack going against Van Horn, dishes it down to Ahart. Ahart driving the lane, puts it up, she's fouled, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two. And that might be on Cunningham, and it is. So Ahart has a chance to put the Bulldogs back on top, pending these two free throws in this tie ball game, 41-41 in the fourth quarter.
She's 0 for 2 from the line. Those were back in the second quarter.
0 for 3. Still has one more to go. And she gets the ball. Couple of dribbles, spins, dribbles again, and puts it up and knocks that one down. So Bulldogs do have a 1-point lead now after Ahart's free throw. Now it's Van Horn going against Womack. Gets across the half-court line. Trying to go to her right. Pulls it back out. Looking for a skip pass, nothing there. Cunningham has it. Now she throws it over to Jensen. Jensen goes all the way to the left-hand side, try to set something up. Dribbling back to her right. Kuntz comes and gets it. Finds Griddicky cutting the lane, and blocked hard by Ahart. And it's going to be Silex basketball.
Yeah, nice clean block there from Camry Ahart. Almost put it right off of Tanis. Taking pictures down there. You can find those on our socials following the game.
Jensen trying to get the ball in bounds. They're going to call a timeout for Silex. 42-41 in favor of the Bulldogs over the Owls. 2:44 to go in the fourth. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
Yeah, Silex called the timeout.
You want me to recap the night?
Sure, go ahead.
We had a 75-13 JV boys game as Silex beat Louisiana. We had a referee injury in this game, so with Mr. Yezel going down to a lower body injury, it's a two-man crew for the rest of the night here at Louisiana. And we got a heck of a girls game here to start things off.
Oh, 100%. Hopefully the boys game is just as good as this one's been so far through 3.5 quarters. And it's Jensen trying to get the ball in, throws it over to Trinity, who takes the steal. Trying to go the other way, puts it up and knocks it down with contact, but no whistle. And now it's Van Horn, throws it over to Griddicky. Now back over to Jensen. Now Griddicky has it, but she traveled immediately.
Yeah, Sam Graddicky just kind of looked up and her feet started moving before the ball did.
44-41 in favor of the Bulldogs and their basketball. Trinity's going to have it in the backcourt. 2:25 to go here in the fourth. Trinity kind of directing traffic a little bit. She's going to her left, finds Griffith. Griffith throws it over. I thought she was going to throw it over to Trinity. She faked me out with the pass fake, but she misses it. Rebounded by Ahart, and she knocks it in.
Biggest lead of the night, 5 points for Louisiana. It comes with just 2 minutes to go in regulation.
Now Jensen on the other side for the Owls. Throws it to Van Horn. Van Horn going to her right. Brings it back up top, throws it over to Griddicky. Skip pass over to Jensen. Now Jensen's going to her right. She pulls it back out. Now Cunningham. Volleyball line down the corner to Kuntz. Kuntz with the pump fake. And they're going to be a foul on
That's going to be
Womack.
it for
That's
Womack.
5.
Yeah. So she finishes her night with 9 points. She came flying in for the block, and the Silex player saw it, ball faked, and went to the baseline and drew the contact.
So it's going to be Owls basketball.
Who was in the corner for that? It wasn't Gradicke.
It was Kuntz.
Kuntz.
Kuntz with the pump fake. 46-41's our score. Bulldogs are leading. 1:47 to go. And Van Horn just cuts the middle just like that, wide open. Bulldogs weren't ready.
Yeah, she's going to have a lot more room with Reese Womack on the bench.
Now Trinity going the other way. Hands it off to Ahart. Ahart gets the pump fake off of Cunningham. Drives in the lane. It's going to be a charge on Ahart, and she is on the ground but pops right back up immediately.
Yeah, that's her 4th foul. She's not happy about it. Offensive foul with 1:32 to go. So she's got 4. Nakia Griffith has 4. Womack's already out. Austin Van Horn has 4 on the other side. Gradicke has 3.
And Lichtai in the backcourt throws it over to Jensen on the other side. Jensen throws it over to Kuntz. Kuntz drives the lane, puts him off the backboard. She can't connect. Rebounded by Cunningham. Now it's a jump ball, and it's going to be Silex basketball. Back to the last possession. That was real gutsy of Van Horn to take that charge because she has 4 fouls. Immediately could have had 2 of the best players on the court, arguably, on the bench for the night. Silex basketball into Jensen in the corner. Owls trailing by 3. Now Kuntz puts it up, a long 2-pointer. No good. Cunningham with the rebound. She puts up, and she's fouled and makes the basket.
She could tie it from the line.
And that foul should go on Kylie Ahart. That's going to be her 2nd, I believe. 46-45, 1:05 to go. Cunningham on the line for a 3-point play, potentially, and tie this game. And she misses it, but Kuntz with the rebound, and she loses it. And Ahart comes away with it after Ahart is fouled by Kuntz.
Kuntz ended up on the bottom of that dog pile, but picks up the personal. That was the 5th foul also, so we're going to be shooting free throws at the other end.
So
or are we?
No, they're not shooting. That's what they're trying to figure out, because that's only their 4th foul.
They looked at the other side of the scoreboard. That's
right.
So for the rest of the game, including overtime, both teams will be in the bonus.
So Bulldog basketball in the backcourt. Trinity has it going against Kuntz. She pulls it up. Now going back to her right against Kuntz. Now Serenity has it over to Ahart. Ahart on top of the key. Jensen tries to steal it, but she knocks it out of bounds.
Well, Trinity stopped to help Kuntz up, and so Serenity had to try and go back the other way and almost got the ball stolen.
Right. Now
good playing possum there by Silex.
Now Trinity gets across the half-court line. Now it's going to be Kuntz trying to with a reach-in foul. That's going to put Trinity on the line with Louisiana up by 1. 43 seconds to go here in the 4th.
Big free throws here.
I was just getting ready to say the rest of the way, every free throw for either side is going to be big. Every possession is going to be big.
She is 0 for 1 from the line tonight.
1 for 2. 2-point lead now for the Bulldogs.
Has 18 points.
She will have one more free throw coming as she just now received the ball. Couple of dribbles, spins it, puts it up, and knocks them both down. Timeout, Louisiana, full timeout. 48-45, Louisiana over Silex. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that.
because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
And both teams still in the timeout right now. Louisiana is up 48-45 with 43 seconds to go. After the timeout, it will be Silex's basketball. Both teams are in the bonus. And Silex is going to try to tie this game up.
I knew when Silex went up by 10 that wasn't going to be the way that this night went. Louisiana's led by as many as 5 points here in the second half. Neither of these teams have a whole lot of give up in them.
And it's going to be Van Horn inbounding the ball to Lichtai. Lichtai in the backcourt, quickly back to Van Horn. Almost traveled there. She probably didn't call it, but over to Cunningham in the paint. Back over to Van Horn. She's trying to get inside. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Jensen. And she loses it, but Kuntz is right there to pick it up. She puts it up. It's blocked by Ahart. Out of bounds. It's going to be Owl basketball.
And the most important thing for the Bulldogs, they didn't take a foul there. It's still a 3-point lead with now 27.3 seconds to go.
Now Kuntz inbounding the ball. Finds Jensen in the corner. Trying to find some help. Now there's Van Horn. Van Horn drives, puts up the 6-footer, knocks it down. Down to 15 seconds to go. Now over to Trinity. In the backcourt, we're down to 10 seconds left. They're gonna have to get the ball across the half-court line. That's Ahart.
And a timeout taken.
As the coach was on the other side of the court just to get the ref's attention. 48-47 in the fourth quarter. Louisiana leads. Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
Geared Up, located just off the square in Pittsfield, is your go-to destination for high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and custom apparel. Stop by Geared Up today to see how they can bring your vision to life with quality, creativity, and service you can count on. Geared Up, off the square in Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
All right, we're going to paint you a little picture here. 48-47 is our score. Louisiana over Silex. Right now is the current score. 7 seconds to go. Bulldogs have the basketball. Both teams in the bonus. Silex is going to have to look for a quick steal. If not, they're going to foul and send someone to the line. And Ahart has the ball, trying to get it in. Finds her sister quickly over to Trinity, and they're going to call the foul whenever Kylie Ahart had it, so she's going to go to the line.
5.8, so over a full second came off. And like you said, Kylie Ahart, the freshman, goes to the line for Louisiana. The foul was on Gradicke, her fourth.
She gets the ball for the first free throw, puts it up, and misses it.
That's a lot of time on the clock, too.
It is. You at least want to make one of these.
Yeah.
Make a 30-footer to beat your worst-case scenario. They get it in and tie it. And the second free throw is up in the air, and it is no good. Rebounded by Van Horn. We're going to have a jump ball.
Wow.
And it's going to stay Bulldog basketball with 4 seconds to go.
Camry Ahart, the play of the game there. Drawing that jump ball just saved this game for Louisiana.
It's going to be Griffith trying to inbound the ball, trying to find somebody. Who's she going to find? Still looking at it, Serenity, and that's how this game is going to end. And it's going to be Louisiana over Silex, 48-47.
What a ball game.
Terrific ball game. The boys are going to have some
work to do.
Yeah, have some expectations out of Mark and I. That's the final here. We're going to get a quick break, bring you the quick post game before the next game. You're listening to Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Ackles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
At Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, we're always cooking up ways to serve you better. We're now open Wednesday through Saturday, taking orders from 11 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. So you've got even more time to enjoy your favorites. We're closed on Sundays, but still available for private events with advanced booking. Real food, real flavor, right here in Pike County. Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
This is Jonah Jones with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we believe in keeping your money where it matters, here at home. Community State Bank is committed to serving our neighbors with personalized financial solutions. We are here to help. Community State Bank of Missouri with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dawn's Monuments has been dedicated to helping area residents and their families create monuments to withstand the test of time for over 40 years. With a dedicated team of locals serving in every capacity from sales to installation crew, Dawn's Monuments treats every customer like family because they are family. When you're looking for someone who you can trust, who backs their work with options for upkeep and care and adding final dates or revitalization, visit Dawn's Monuments at 314 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. People who care for families that care.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Well, we just had the privilege of bringing you a thriller in girls action. Louisiana Bulldogs over the Silex Owls.
48-47.
What a nail-biter from the start to the finish. Couldn't ask for a better game.
And you know, Kylie Ahart gets the 2 free throws, misses both of them with 5.8 on the clock, and then it was Sister Camry. It was a clean rebound for Silex, and Camry got an arm in there and was able to tie up, draw the jump ball on the rebound, which kept Louisiana in possession. A great move by Chapman there after the inbound to avoid getting fouled herself, and she's able to dribble out the final 3 seconds on this 1-point victory in a game where Louisiana trailed by as many as 10.
Yeah, they were down 10 early and immediately just got to 10 points back, and after that,
it was just back and forth.
It was back and forth the whole entire way.
Yeah, it was a great second half of basketball. Let's go through the scoring for the Lady Owls, who fall to 9-7 with the loss. They had 3 points from Madison Lichtai, 3 points for Sam Gradicke, 11.9 for Austin Van Horn, 15 for Morgan Kuntz, 16 points for Hope Cunningham as she's the leading scorer. For Louisiana, they had a pair of free throws, 2 of 4 shooting free throws from Serenity Chapman. She didn't hit a shot from the field tonight. Trinity, though, had 19 points, 2 points for Kylie Ahart, 7 for Nakia Griffith, 5 of those coming from the free throw line. That was an impressive free throw shooting performance from Nakia. 9 points for Reese Womack, who fouled out in the fourth quarter with about 2 minutes left. And then Camry Ahart, who seemed to have 4 fouls the whole game, stayed in there and was able to get that big jump ball call there at the end. She finishes with 9 as well. So the game's leading scorer, Trinity Chapman. The leading scorer for Silex with 16 is Hope Cunningham. And like you said, a nail-biter till the end, 48-47. The Bulldogs with the home win over the Silex Lady Owls.
And now we get the privilege of bringing you the boys' side of the games.
Exactly. We'll start the pregame for that after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green is right here for you and your family. The Hannibal Regional Medical Group team of primary care providers are ready to help guide you on your path to better health. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Well, it's going to be hard to upstage that girls game, but the boys have it in them. The Silex Owls and Tony Francis have really changed the culture and have put together 10 wins already this season. And Louisiana, who looked like they were just going to be 1 or 2 pointed out of every game this season. They were now reeled off 6 in a row and have evened their record at 7-7, and maybe are the hottest team in the EMO conference since the Christmas break ended.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely are running on a high after that Clopton tournament, and Silex are going to try to put an end to that if they have it their way, but it's always tough to beat no matter the talent level or the run someone's on, or it's always tough to beat somebody on the home floor.
And the Jake is a tough home floor, just like Silex is when the Owls are at home. So this should be an interesting matchup. I think the home court advantage helped the Lady Dogs pull out the victory tonight, and we'll see what happens with the boys when we look at our keys to the game. They haven't even started the 8-minute clock yet. That's interesting here between games, as maybe we're a little ahead of schedule. I don't think we're ahead of schedule.
I think we're behind schedule.
Yeah, we played 4 quarters of JV basketball earlier, and had the delay for the injury to the referee. So we'll see what's going on here as we continue the pregame show with the keys to the game after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
The Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwallader, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, loving our small town life.
For over 40 years, Heart Care Chiropractic Center has been the trusted name in health and wellness in Bowling Green. Located at 300 West Main, just off the square, Heart Care Chiropractic specializes in helping athletes of all ages stay at the top of their game. Whether recovering from a sports injury or looking to improve mobility and performance, student athletes and their families turn to Heart Care for expert chiropractic care they can rely on. As the action heats up on the field, court, or track, Heart Care Chiropractic Center is proud to support local athletes and keep our community moving strong. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Well, they still have not started or even put up a between-game clock here at Louisiana. That's very interesting. I'm hoping that's an oversight, but let's talk about our keys to the game for this one.
Well, keys to the game. I was getting ready to talk about no time on the thing is the key to the game, but you already talked about it.
Yeah.
I think one thing is Louisiana just needs to keep doing what you're doing. Don't get too high. I mean, you're going to have a 6-game win streak. You're thinking, you're unstoppable. You can't be beat. But keep that confidence. Don't be cocky.
Yeah, for sure. And they got to keep to the game plan that's got them this far. They're going to stick with the same starting lineup. Matt Boswell has found something that worked. In the People's Bank and Trust Holiday Shootout here, he returned Donnell Griffith into the starting 5, and he's kept this starting 5 together throughout this run. That's where the run started, was at here at the Jake in the shootout, and they've been awfully good, winning the Clopton tournament, and have 2 more wins on top of that, or since then, leading into next week's Bowling Green tournament. So, like you said, Donnell has been really good since rejoining the lineup. And when he's good, that makes AJ better. It makes Kane Mayfield better. It just makes the Bulldogs a more cohesive unit when Donnell is playing the way he can.
It takes a little bit of weight off everyone's back, which is what team basketball is all about. Quick question. What was their seed at Clopton? Do you know off the top of your head?
They were the
6?
They were the 5. The girls were the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, they both the Lady Dogs and Dogs won from the bottom side, or got to the championship game from the bottom side of the bracket. The boys pulled off the upset over Clopton for the championship. But on the other side, this is a Silex team that's pulled off some wins. They beat Van Far, who Van Far beat Bowling Green the very next week. But then they had a disappointing loss in the middle of the Clopton tournament. So it's not been all roses and parades for Silex in their reunion with Coach Tony Francis, but he's got a culture growing, and it's a team that's definitely in the right direction at 10-5, and I think they're playing team basketball. Now bringing along the Lindsays from Clopton with him, I think has helped kind of germinate that seed a little bit and grow that culture over at Silex.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely important to try to keep that consistency. It's real easy to have expectations and then just get shattered, and you're like, well, my goodness. And then you're just rolling with the waves. I think it's just going to be important for Silex. I was going to say the Owls, but Silex, to just control yourselves and, attack the basket, control the rebounds.
And Coach Francis is a fiery guy. And when he gets fiery, the team gets fiery. And sometimes that can kind of go over the cliff for them. And that's kind of happened in a couple of those losses this season. If they can stay within themselves and within that system, I think they can play with basically anybody in the conference or extend that into the region. Those are our keys to the game. They still haven't put any time on the clock here. I don't know if we're ever going to play this game or not.
Right now we're having a dunk contest down here at Silex, number 20. Not sure who that is.
That's Lincoln Twelman.
Okay, he's ever just dunking it.
Yeah. So maybe they're looking for another official. I'm not sure. But we'll continue on with the pregame until the time where we actually get a tip-off of this one. It's somewhere in the future here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Work Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kern's Construction.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pike County Glass specializes in designing and installing windows and doors for homes, along with commercial properties in and around Pittsfield. Pike County Glass can also help with screen repair and replacement, broken windows, plus windshield replacement. For a full list of services, visit PikeCountyGlass.com. Pike County Glass, outfitting homes and businesses with windows and entryways for a timeless look. Pike County Glass, 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years. Demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com. Create the perfect look at Randy's Jewelry in Troy. Discover a huge selection of women's and men's jewelry, from fine and fashion rings to bracelets, necklaces, earrings, watches, and more. Silver, gold, and color jewelry for every occasion. Visit Randy's Jewelry, 400 Main Street in Troy.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starters whenever this game might commence for the visiting Silex Owls, 10-5 on the season, coached by Tony Francis. As the teams, I think they're going to the locker room now. They finally put 15 minutes on the clock. So we'll go through the starters. We'll reiterate them later for sure. They haven't started that 15 minutes, but both coaches have called their teams back to the locker rooms. All right, so for Silex, it's going to be the sophomore, number 1, Evan Mailer. 5'10", senior, number 10, Chase Mullen. A sophomore, number 11, Caden Kuntz. A freshman, number 12, Henry Lindsay. And a sophomore, number 21, Luke Lindsay, rounds out the starters for Coach Tony Francis. For the Louisiana Bulldogs, 7-7, coached by Matt Boswell. 6-game winning streak. Sophomore guard gets to start, number 2, A.J. Geschwinder. A freshman, or a junior forward, number 4, Javon Reese. Number 5, a sophomore guard, Donnell Griffith. Number 14, a senior center, Kane Mayfield. And number 24, a senior guard, Quincy Mooney, rounds out the starting 5 as the clock has finally started here. So we're 15 minutes away, 14 and a half to be exact, before the opening tip. So again, the starters for Silex, Mailer, Mullen, Kuntz, Lindsay, and Lindsay. For Louisiana, it's Geschwinder, Javon Reese, Griffith, Mayfield, and Mooney. Take a break. We got a lot more pregame. We'll go through the Bowling Green tournament bracket, scheduled to start Monday, weather permitting. And we'll look at that after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else?
I'm Shelter Affiliate Agent Kayla Henderson with Brent Brandstetter. Let's talk about your auto, home, and life needs.
Hi, this is Patrick Cuppy, Assistant Rehab Director and Physical Therapist at PCMH Outpatient Physical Therapy. Since beginning to work for Pike County Memorial Hospital in 2012, I've had the privilege of getting to know many of you and would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for their support. I invite those of you who are suffering from muscle or joint pain to schedule a complimentary screening in order to determine if physical therapy can aid in your recovery. Please choose Pike County Memorial Hospital for all of your physical therapy needs. In Bowling Green, call 324-3105. In Louisiana, call 560-5530.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Well, we had a bit of a delay. The pregame clock now down to 11 minutes and 30 seconds before our final game of the night. The JV boys game, Silex dominated, winning by over 60 points. The varsity girls game went to Louisiana, erasing a 10-point deficit and beating Silex 48-47. And now the boys varsity game. We had an injury to one of the three officials, and I believe that's what's caused the delay here between our final two games of the night. I don't know if they're trying to get a replacement in here or just giving the officials a little more break because of what they're going to have to deal with in the third game. But regardless, scheduled to begin on Monday, weather permitting, is the 101st Bowling Green Invitational. And we'll start with girls' night in the high school gym. A 1-8 matchup between the hosts, the 8-seed Bowling Green Lady Cats, and the 1-seed Clopton Lady Hawks is the 5:30 game. Our coverage will start at 5:15. The late game in the high school gym is 4-seed Ellsbury against 5-seed Winfield. In the middle school gym, the early game is 2-seed Louisiana against 7-seed North Callaway. And then the late game is 3-seed Silex against 6-seed Van Far. Van Far might be a surprise at the 6th seed. They played very well the last time we saw them against Bowling Green. The boys open their tournament play, scheduled to open it on Tuesday. And in the high school gym, the early game is 1-seed Bowling Green against 8-seed Ellsbury. And then the second game is the 4-5 matchup between Van Far and Clopton. So Clopton was in the championship game of their own tournament as the 2-seed, but they're the 5-seed at the Bowling Green tournament. In the middle school gym on Tuesday, 2-seed North Callaway. Boy, they're off to a great start this season. They take on 7-seed Winfield. Winfield was the 1-seed in the Clopton tournament and did not fare well, and ended up finishing 4th in that tournament. And then the middle school game number 2 on Tuesday is 3-seed Louisiana against 6-seed Silex. So that would be a rematch of this game that we're about to cover right now.
Yeah, I was looking at the girls' bracket, and both Louisiana and Silex wins. There's going to be another great matchup next week between the same two teams. But looking at the bracket, you know, that's unfortunate for Winfield. For just a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, probably longer than that, the Clopton tournament where they're the number 1 seed. Now they drew North Callaway, who's off to, like you said, a great start this year. Kind of quite the turn of events in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you know, and that's Clopton is seeded so early in the season. There's just not a whole bunch, and I think they gave Winfield some credit for playing in the GAC conference against a lot of St. Louis, St. Charles schools, but they just weren't the team that they've been the last couple of years, at least not at the Clopton tournament. They could come into Bowling Green and surprise everybody. Who knows? But should be a fun couple of first couple of days if we get to play them at the 101st Bowling Green Invitational starting Monday night. Scheduled to start Monday night.
Quick question, is that the longest tournament in Missouri?
Are we going to do this argument?
I didn't know there was an argument.
Oh, yes, between Bowling Green and Monroe City. They're both at 101. Monroe City, they play earlier in the season, so they claim to be the oldest, but Bowling Green's went from pre-Christmas to post-Christmas one year, and so it's a whole thing. Both schools will claim to have the oldest, but basically they're both in their 101st year.
So then what's the argument then? If they're both claiming to be 101. Oh, so you mean one of them is just technically saying we played early in the year.
Yeah, so we're the oldest. Yeah.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, there you go. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing for sure. 7 minutes to go before we tip this one off. Should be fun. The Louisiana hosting Silex here from the Jake on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
It's a new year, a fresh start for a lot of things. But here's a question to kick things off. When's the last time your online bank supported your community? If your bank doesn't have a front door, it probably isn't supporting local schools, charities, or small businesses. At PSB, your money stays right here, helping the community you live in grow. This year, make a local choice. PSB Bank, local banking that makes a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
When it's time to honor your loved ones, trust the experience and care of Shireman Memorials. Locally owned and operated by Jason, Shireman Memorials offers expert sandblasting, carving, etching, and design. With decades of experience, Jason's team will help you create a memorial that your family will be proud of for generations. Each stone is crafted with the utmost care and dedication. Visit Shireman Memorials today at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. Let them help you design a lasting tribute. Shireman Memorials, Pittsfield, where memories are carved to last.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey, while there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Discover one of Illinois' best-kept historic treasures, the William Watson Hotel in downtown Pittsfield. Built in 1838 and visited by Abraham Lincoln during his travels as a circuit lawyer, the Watson Hotel in Pittsfield offers beautifully restored rooms with timeless character and modern comfort. Downstairs, enjoy a memorable meal at Watson 1838, a full-service restaurant serving perfectly grilled steaks to comfort food favorites. Every meal is made to satisfy. History, hospitality, and hometown flavor, all in one place. The William Watson Hotel on the square in Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Well, we have found a third official to replace Phil Yazel, who was injured in the first game. And again, our thoughts with Phil, one of the more recognizable officials around this area. And I know there's a lot of athletic directors that are probably in full freak-out mode because Phil works so many games in and around this area, and part of that Columbia, Missouri Officials Association, along with Adam Falloon, who's on this crew. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of people officiating right now, and when you got a workhorse like Phil taken out of the mix, that's going to make a lot of ADs nervous. So over the next probably 3 months as we work into the postseason. All right, let's recap the night so far. The JV game, JV boys game, went to Silex by a score of 75-13. The varsity girls game went to Louisiana by a point, 48-47. Instant classic there. If you missed it, go back and watch it in our Eagle 102 Sports archive, available through our website or through our YouTube page. And now getting ready for a preview of the opening round of the Bowling Green tournament as Silex visits Louisiana in boys varsity action. Again, the starters for the Owls, Mailer, Mullen, Kuntz, Lindsay, and Lindsay. For Louisiana, it's Geschwinder, Javon Reese, Griffith, Mayfield, and Quincy Mooney. As We're now down to about 2 minutes to go before the introductions and opening tip here from the Jake. It's been a fun night, been a long night here at Louisiana with the JV game going a full 4 quarters and the injury to the official, and we're finally set for our final game of the night here from Louisiana as Silex and the Bulldogs do battle. We'll take a break, come back. Opening tip just 2 minutes away on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Megan Smelser, a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. Along with treating many orthopedic conditions, we treat many neurological conditions as well, from vertigo, post-concussion syndrome, post-stroke, multiple sclerosis, and we are certified in the BIG program that is a well-known treatment for Parkinson's. Our biggest goal is for you to get back to what matters to you, whether that be your favorite hobbies, keeping up with your children or your grandchildren, or simply getting around your home with ease. At Advance, we know you have a choice when it comes to physical therapy. We hope you choose Advance PT. We are conveniently located across from the high school track and football field. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Eolia Landscape Supply has something for every season. They carry mulch, decorative rock, compost, topsoil, weed barriers, railroad ties, and more. Find specials and hours on their Facebook page. Eolia Landscape Supply at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
The lights are out. The spotlights are on, and the Bulldogs finally being introduced to this home crowd against Silex tonight at just shy of 8:30. This is probably, this takes me back to the old tournament days where you'd play 4 games back to back to back to back. A lot of schools now go to the dual gyms and knock things out by 7:30, 8 o'clock every night. So this is a throwback start time here tonight on a Friday night from the Jake.
Well, the good news is Saturday tomorrow, no one has really too much to do the rest of tonight, hopefully, so you can stay tuned in, and hopefully we get to bring you another great game like we did just 30, 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, the girls' game was spectacular. This one promises to be a good one as well, as it'll be Evan Mailer jumping center for the Owls, and he'll jump against Javon Reese. Louisiana in their home whites, trimmed in Bulldog red. Silex in their road uniforms, trimmed in white. Ball up, and Louisiana wins the opening tip. They get it to Reese in the front court over to the far side for Geschwinder. Geschwinder makes his move, and off the hands of Javon into the scorer's table, and the possession arrow just took a tumble. But I think they kept the information straight. So Silex ball after the turnover. Unforced turnover by Louisiana, and Chase Mullen will take it across the time stripe for the Owls. Over to the far side now for Henry Lindsay. Lindsay holds the ball high, gets it off to brother Luke. To the free throw line, kick it back to Henry. Try to feed it in to Luke. Ball to the floor. Louisiana picks it up, throws it in the backcourt, and finally ends up with Geschwinder in the front court. A lot of action there. A lot of hands touched it, including Donnell Griffith, who has it now for the Bulldogs. Leaves it for A.J. Geschwinder. Out near the center circle. Over to the far side for Griffith. Corner now for Javon Reese. Back to Donnell, and he's out of bounds. Turnover back to Silex. 7:08 to go. No score.
Unfortunately, Louisiana's had 2 possessions and 2 turnovers to start this game.
Lindsay to Mullen. Chase being chased by Donnell Griffith. Bounce pass to Caden Kuntz across the line. Kuntz gets it to Lindsay. That's Luke. And we're going to have a reach-in foul against the Bulldogs.
And that's going to be on Reese. It's going to be his first, team first.
And Caden Kuntz to inbound. All the way out to Henry Lindsay. Lindsay puts up the three. It's good. Deep three. Henry Lindsay. And it's 3-0 Silex.
Almost another area code where he pulled that up from.
And just splashed it through. Here's Donnell Griffith near the center strike. Gives up his dribble. Throws it all the way down. Trying to hit Kane Mayfield. And Henry knocks it away. It'll stay with the Bulldogs with 6:36 to go, trailing by 3.
Silex's defense looking very good so far here in the early part in this game.
Geschwinder for 3 from the corner. That drops through. A.J. Geschwinder ties it. Three apiece, 6:20 to play in the first. Here's Chase Mullen for the Owls. Now for Kuntz. Caden traveled. He got going sideways and didn't have anywhere to go with the pass and took a step. First turnover for the Owls. Here's Quincy Mooney in the backcourt. Across the line, lost control, hands it off for Donnell Griffith. Donnell. Those are very recognizable shoes. Goes in off the glass, no good. Ahead now for Mailer. Ball loose. Got it back, but throws it away. It's going to be Louisiana ball with 5:52 to go in the quarter. Tied at 3. Early going here from the Jake.
Yeah, definitely very fast, but kind of uncontrollable game so far.
Yeah, there is a lot of bodies flying and almost taken away again by Lindsay. Kick it back, Javon Reese for 3, no. And the rebound grabbed by Evan Mailer for the Owls. Popped ahead to Lindsay. Out high for Caden Kuntz. Kuntz gets it to Luke Lindsay at the high blocks. Makes his move, spins off the back iron out. Javon Reese the rebound for Louisiana. Bounce pass for Mooney across the line, off his foot, and back to the Owls. Third turnover. And into the game comes Hank Mooney. So each team with a Mooney. I don't know if there's any relation.
Maybe we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
They're both kind of blondish. One's just extremely blonde.
Yeah. And that would be Henry, who hands the ball off to Luke Lindsay. Lindsay to the hoop. High off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound. His put back, no, but a foul. Going to send Henry Lindsay to the line. Or excuse me, Luke.
And see there, they're going to call that on Griffith. That's going to be his first, team second. As Mark alluded to, Lindsay's going to the line first time tonight to shoot 2.
And Luke's first shot is good. Breaks the deadlock, 4-3 Silex. First free throw for either side in this contest. Only 2 fouls, both been against the Bulldogs. Second shot short. Donnell Griffith, the long rebound. Into a double team. He's in trouble. Trying to put it ahead. It's stolen by Lindsay. Back to Mooney. Mooney to the near side. Lindsay for 3. Off the iron. No good. And off the Lindsay miss, here comes Louisiana. Geschwinder. And a blocking foul going to be called against Caden Kuntz.
Yep, good call. Kuntz was definitely a little off balance there. Fell down, but it will be a blocking foul.
4:41 to play first quarter, 4-3. Louisiana trails. They can take the lead from the line here with A.J. Geschwinder. First one's no good, so the best we can do is tie it. And a substitution as Henry Lindsay comes out, replaced by Landon Watring. Second shot short as well, missed them both. And Mooney with the rebound, Hank. All the way across for Caden Kuntz. He's across the line. Lindsay for 3. Top of the key is good. That's Luke Lindsay. And it's 7-3. Long pass out of bounds. Turnover. Back to the Owls.
And that's 5 turnovers so far for Louisiana. We're only halfway through the first quarter.
Mooney will take it across the line for the Owls. That's Hank. Gives it to Luke Lindsay. Lindsay, center of the lane, can't sneak it over the iron. Javon Reese tracks down the rebound. He tipped to the corner, gives it ahead to Mayfield, not a Geschwinder. He stops, pops from inside 3, and good. Oh, they're going to call it a 3. Looked like he was a good foot inside the line. 7-6 our score. Back the other way. Kuntz blocked by Javon. And he may have turned an ankle. They're going to call a travel. Oh, his socks just bunched up. He's fine. No, he's going to come out of the ball game.
And we're going to have Twellman coming in the game, and Kuntz is going to take a seat for the Owls. 7-6 is our score. 3:51 to go in the first.
Landon Brown replaced Javon Reese. To the corner. Here's a 3. That one's short. Put back, no. Another put back is good. That's Lincoln Twellman. That's his first 2 points of the ball game. And it's a 9-6 lead. And a foul whistled. I think that one's going to be on Lindsay.
That's going to be Luke's first, team second. 9-6 now is our score in favor of Silex.
So Mooney inbounds for Louisiana to Geschwinder in the backcourt. He's guarded by Hank Mooney. Now Donnell Griffith gets across the line against Luke Lindsay. Donnell for Geschwinder. Now for Mooney. Ball knocked around. Mayfield pushes it to the far side for Donnell Griffith. I think someone said 6'7" to the official Adam Falloon on the far side. He did the motion.
We ain't got time for that.
Here's Donnell Griffith. Spin move through the lane, off the glass too hard. And the rebound to Silex. Mooney from Mailer to the hoop. Yes, and a foul. Hank Mooney gets his first 2 points and a chance for a 3-point play.
And that foul is going to go on Landon Brown. It's going to be his first, team third. And Mooney with the chance for a 3-point play to extend this lead to 6.
Chase Vagey replaces Evan Mailer for Silex. And the free throw completes that 3-point play. Across the line is Griffith for the Bulldogs. All the way across, step out, Brown, 3, little long. Rebound, Griffith is fouled by Vagey. That's going to be Chase's first. Geschwinder gets it in for Mooney. All the way out top, through Brown to the far side. Here's a 3, Geschwinder, good. Dropped that one through.
That's his third one of the night. He's got all 9 points for the Bulldogs.
Hank Mooney off of Quincy Mooney and going back the other way. Here's Geschwinder. Pinball effect. Geschwinder, no, but a foul's going to send him to the line. I think that's going to be the second on Luke Lindsay. So popping off the bench is Evan Mailer for Silex.
You are correct. That is Luke's second foul.
Jalen Reese about to come in for the Bulldogs. After a free throw from A.J. Geschwinder, and he can't hit.
He is 0 for 3 so far early from the line.
Draining threes, can't hit the freebies.
Normally how it goes.
Yeah. Second one is good.
Prove this wrong.
Yeah. Long pass ahead. Mailer to Watring, stripped of the ball. Jalen tried to get it, and they're going to say it's out of bounds. Back to Louisiana. There's that last touch from Evan Mailer. Jalen has his pass taken by Mailer. Lost control right to Watring, who puts it off the glass and in. Landon Watring with 2. 14-10. Silex leading here on the road. Backcourt, Jalen Reese. Got to get across the line, and that's 10. There was not a sense of urgency that time for Louisiana. It creates another turnover.
Yeah, they're really struggling right now at this moment against the pressure. Anytime they want to really push the ball up the court, they've been throwing it away. That time they kind of went the opposite approach, kind of took their time, and it cost them a 10-second violation.
Hank Mooney with it for the Owls, working against Jalen. Gives it to Evan Mailer. Mailer around the defense, and there's an offensive foul. He lowered the shoulder, extended out the elbow, and a nice job by Brown feeling that and going to the ground. They haven't posted the foul. There it is, finally on the board. Long pass ahead, off the glass, too hard for Mayfield. Twelman the rebound. Mooney, he just got that charge to the far corner. Twelman. Up and around Watring. To the top for Mailer. Back to Watring, now to Mooney. Minute 23 to go in the quarter. 14-10, Silex leads at Louisiana. Mailer, no. Rebound pulled down by Geschwinder to Brown, and a foul going to be called on Mooney. Back-to-back fouls, one on each end for Hank Mooney.
That's going to be a quick 2 fouls for him, and he's getting ready to take a seat, it looks like, as Mullen's coming in, and so isn't Kuntz, as well as Henry Lindsay.
Yeah. Landon Watring comes out. Chase Veggie came out as well as Mooney. And that was the 5th foul. That's sneaking up on a lot of officiating crews this year.
It has indeed, and that's going to send Brown to the line for the first time tonight for 2. 14-10 is our score. 1:13 to go here in the first, pending Brown's 2 free throws.
And he hits the first. Into the ball game, Bryson Chapman for Louisiana. He'll replace Dono Griffith.
Any relation to the?
They're all related.
I'm just trying to think how he's over 6 foot and the girls are.
Well, I was talking to some of the Chapmans about it, and apparently the guys get all the height. He hit them both, by the way, on the other end. That shot is good for Caden Kuntz to make it 16-12. Geschwinder somehow mid-air got that one to go over Lincoln Twelman. Wow. How did he hold himself in the air that long? Kind of levitated.
Athlete.
And a foul going to be called against Henry Lindsay.
After he threw the ball away, he caused a turnover by Silex. Fouled, and it's going to send Schwinder to the line. He is currently 1 for 4 from the line. And he has 13 points as he made the first one.
Yeah, he's now hit 2 in a row after missing the first 3. We got a 1-point game here with 42.1 seconds to go in the quarter. Second shot good as well.
You heard us talk about it earlier.
Yep. You know, I was just trying to get him going. Here's Mailer over to the far side for Mullen. Chase down low for Twelman. Twelman off the glass for 2. Gives Silex back the lead at 18-16. Here's Brown. Trying to leave it for Jalen. He has to save it from going over the end line, and that's a timeout taken by Coach Matt Boswell with 18.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. 18-16, Silex leads the Bulldogs on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
Count on Adams Plumbing and Electrical in Bowling Green to get the job done right. Locally owned, licensed, and insured with free estimates you can trust. Call 573-470-6215 for your repair and installation experts. Adams Plumbing and Electrical.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
18-16, Louisiana trails by 2, but have the ball here in the final 17 seconds of the first quarter. Here's Geschwinder. He has been the offensive dynamo for the Bulldogs so far with 14 of the 16 points. He's got it to Mayfield, spins to the hoop, and we're tied with 2.7 seconds to go, and that will do it for the first quarter here from the Jake. Silex started strong, Louisiana ends strong. We got a theme going tonight here between the Bulldogs and Owls on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
This is Jonah Jones with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we believe in keeping your money where it matters, here at home. Community State Bank is committed to serving our neighbors with personalized financial solutions. Whether you're looking to grow your savings or need a loan for that next big step, we are here to help. Your loan decisions are made by people who understand your needs because we live here too. Community State Bank of Missouri with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Skip pass, Silex with the ball to start the second quarter, tied at 18 with Louisiana. A.J. Geschwinder may be his best quarter as a high school player, 14 points. To the basket, Jamon Reese, no good, and are they going to call an offensive foul?
They are. They're going to call that on Griffith as he kind of pushed the guy in the back to kind of put his hand out and grab the rebound. And that's going to be his second foul.
Pass ahead. Here's Lincoln Twellman. Out high for Caden Kuntz over to the far side, almost thrown away. Good job by Lindsay to save that one. Evan Mailer. Back to Caden Kuntz to corner for Lindsay. Henry. To Evan Mailer. Why do I want to call everyone named Henry Vecna now? It's so weird. Back out, Evan Mailer. Bounce pass. Kick it down low, off of Twellman's hand, right into Donnell Griffiths. He's on the run, to the hoop, lays it in, back door and goes.
And he's on his first 2 points of the game.
With it is Henry Lindsay. Kicks it out to Caden Kuntz. Kuntz short on that layup. Putback, no. Twellman, his putback is good, and a foul. Basket good. Chance to give Silex back the lead. That's, haven't put the foul on the board yet, but that's the second foul of the quarter against the Bulldogs.
I couldn't tell who they gave it to.
And the free throw is long. It was on
Mayfield.
Kane, yeah.
So 20-20 is our score. 6:40 to go here in the second quarter.
Donnell Griffith with it out high for the Bulldogs. Stopped, gives it to Jalen Reese. He kind of fumbled it a little bit. Shot from his hip, and it was short. Picked up by Caden Kuntz for the Owls. Ahead, Lindsay. Good, and a foul. Henry Lindsay with 2 more and a chance for a three-point play. Gives Silex back the lead, 22-20. Fouls on Quincy Mooney is first. Lincoln Twellman checked out.
Definitely had a big presence this game so far in the paint. Offensive rebounds, putbacks. Doing the hard work.
And the free throw this time is good. Completes the three-point play. And another turnover by Louisiana. Across the line with it, Chase Mullen. Out high, Evan Mailer to the far side. Lindsay, the long three. That one's too long. And Jalen Reese had it go off his fingertips good position, had the rebound, just it got too far out on his fingertips and he couldn't recover.
That is definitely unfortunate because no one was really around him at all.
Goes all the way to the backcourt. Donnell Griffith takes it away, and a foul going to be whistled against Evan Mailer, who got a second shot in from Donnell. Yeah. Little pinball effect there. Came off the padding, right back to Donnell, right back to the padding.
That's going to send Griffith to the line to shoot two. This is going to be his first two.
No, they're going to say it was on the floor, I think.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
I thought he was going up for the layup, but.
Me too. So did he. He's even saying, And into the ball game comes Landon Brown. Jalen Reese checks out.
I had Mailer down for 2 fouls.
I got him for 1. Here's Donnell. To Brown to the near side for Mooney for Louisiana. Back to Brown to Mooney. Here's the 3, near side. That's good. And a foul.
On the Bulldogs?
The basket is good. It was positioning for a possible rebound.
On Mayfield. It's going to be a foul on Louisiana. So the basket's good. 23-23 is our score. 5:48 to go here in the second. Silex's basketball.
With it out high is Caden Kuntz. Over to the far side for Chase Mullen. Back to Kuntz now on the weave to Henry Lindsay to the near side for Chase Veggie.
Louisiana's went back to a man-to-man defense here. See if Silex tries to attack the paint now.
Lindsay, little backward pass, kick out. Here's the 3 for Veggie. That misses everything, out of bounds. Back to the Bulldogs with 5:17 to go in the half. Coming back in the game is Bryson Chapman. He'll replace Kane Mayfield. Across the line with it. Ooh, almost losing it. Good slide move there from Donnell. Off the glass for Javon Reese, no good. And here comes Silex pushing it up the floor. Chase Veggie walked a little bit. Taken away on the rebound by Javon Reese. Donnell fakes the 3, goes to the hoop, and gets that one to go. Donnell Griffith has 4 in the quarter. Across the line, Silex speeding things up a little bit. Here's Caden Kuntz driving, and they call the offensive foul. Ooh. Call the charge. Second foul on Caden Kuntz. Coming back in is Landon Watring for Silex. He'll replace Caden. 4:36 on the clock. Owls trailing Louisiana by 2. Landon Brown in the backcourt for the Bulldogs to Donnell Griffith. He fakes a long pass and will dribble up the floor, across the line, gets across. Takes it all the way. Ooh.
I thought it was a travel, but they're going to call a foul?
They called the foul while he was in the air. If they would have let him land, it would have been a travel. The foul
is on Landon
Watrin, yeah. So Watring's first as Henry Lindsay checks out for the Owls. Mooney triggers the inbound play, gets it back from Landon Brown, scoops it back to Brown. Brown goes baseline and a travel call. Brown travels, 4:17 to go in the first half. Here's Chase Mullen across the line. Changes direction, gives it on the near side to Chase Veggie. Through Mailer, back to the far side for Watring. Bounce pass through the legs of Twellman, picks it back up at the center stripe, and hands it to Chase Mullen. Mullen to Landon Watring. Through Evan Mailer, back to Chase Veggie. Through Twellman to the far side. Baseline now, kick out Here's Mullen for three. That one's long. Rebound tipped by Twellman right to Chase Veggie, who puts it in. We're tied at 25. 3:35 to go. Stolen back. Chapman's shot is short. Kick out to the far side. Javon Reese. And a tie-up called. That was the right call. You can't.
I'm going to say Reese brought that ball way out like he's going to throw a tomahawk jam. And then Silex just grabbed it.
Yeah. That was exactly the right call from Adam Falloon, the official on the baseline. Mooney kicks it out for Brown. Over to the far side for Geschwinder. Back to Mooney in the corner. Watering on him. Nothing on the baseline. Skips it out to Javon Reese. Far side. Now he's got the three open. Mooney for three is good. Quincy Mooney.
That's his second three ball of the night and second this quarter.
To the near side for Chase Veggie. Veggie back to the point for Landon Watring. Watring to Twellman, knocked away from him and stolen by Mooney. Ahead for Geschwinder. AJ gets it to Chapman. Chapman off the glass is good. Bryson Chapman extends the lead to 5 for the Bulldogs. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Chase Veggie. For Evan Mailer, over to the far side now for Landon Watring. Watring gives it to Lincoln Twellman, who just hands it back to Chase Veggie. Veggie forces a pass to Mailer. Down to the baseline for Mullen. He puts it off the glass and scores. Chase Mullen, his first points of the night. 30-27, 2 minutes to go. Here's Geschwinder, another three. That rattles down 2.
17 points in the first half.
But those are his first points in the second quarter. He had 14 in the first half. Now he has 2 more. Off the steal, 5 in the corner, and a timeout taken. 35-27. Louisiana has opened up a lead here on Silex with 1:51 to go in the first half on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Eccles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
State Farm in Pittsville understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance needs. Call or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsville is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsville, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
35-27 and a punt out of bounds. That went straight up in the air. That was almost our level.
With the way Schwinder's playing, the ball would have been good from about 47 yards.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of teams that probably looking for new kickers. The Ravens being one of them. Out high. Veggie back to Mullen. Chase to the far side for Evan Mailer. Back to Chase Mullen. Lincoln Twellman lost it off his fingertips. And a nice job by Landon Brown to knock it back off Twellman out of bounds to keep possession. 1:27 to go, 35-27. Bulldogs lead. Far side, Geschwinder. He's having a career game here in the first half. AJ takes it to the hoop. Off the glass, no! Twellman the rebound for the Owls ahead to Veggie. Veggie to the basket, no. Tipped around, Geschwinder picks it up. Ahead to Landon Brown. Brown back to Geschwinder. Here's the three, no. I think the hand just cooled off.
Like I say, he missed an easy layup and then airballed that three. You're having a good night. Don't be forcing stuff.
No. You can force yourself right into a cold streak is what you can do. Far side Mailer, down to 50 seconds. Watring back to Mailer, now to Mullen. To Veggie, back to Chase Mullen. Far side for Mailer, and a foul away from the ball. It's going to be an offensive foul against Twellman. Lincoln Twellman's first. Gives it back to the Bulldogs. Here's Mooney in the backcourt. To Brown. Lob pass ahead for Geschwinder. AJ feeds Kane Mayfield. Kick far side. And another reach-in foul called on Landon Watring.
That's going to be his second. And that should put him in the bonus, right? No?
It is?
It is, yep.
So to the line is Javon Reese.
Chance to get on the point total first time tonight with these 2 free throws.
And the first shot's no good.
Eight-point lead for Louisiana, 35-27 with just 29 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
It's the biggest lead for either team, and he hits the second one, so that's his first point of the night. The lead is 9. Veggie to the far side. Sling pass from Watring. Twellman is blocked by Javon Reese. And there's 12 seconds to go. Here's Mayfield, and he is fouled on the floor. Shot won't count even though it went.
And it's going to send him to the line to earn those points now.
Kane Mayfield, 2 points in the first quarter. That's what he's got so far.
That's 3 on Watering. Ooh.
Back-to-back fouls on Landon. First shot is no good. And this to make it a 10-point lead after Watring checks out, replaced by Henry Lindsay. Second quarter, 11 seconds to go. Halftime just around the bend, and the second shot goes off the glass, no good. Javon Reese gets the rebound, the putback, no. Another putback, off the glass is good this time. Javon Reese has 3 points, and that'll do it for the first half. The shot was late, and Louisiana will go to the locker room with an 11-point lead, 38-27 over Silex here from the Jake on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Geared Up, located just off the square in Pittsfield, is your go-to destination for high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and custom apparel. Proudly serving local schools, businesses, and organizations, the team at Geared Up is dedicated to helping communities look their best, whether you're updating your wardrobe, shopping for the perfect gift, or outfitting your team. Geared Up offers a wide selection of in-stock items to choose from. Need custom gear for a fundraiser, business, or special event? They've got you covered. Stop by Geared Up today to see how they can bring your vision to life with quality, creativity, and service you can count on. Geared Up, off the square in Pittsfield.
For over 40 years, Heart Care Chiropractic Center has been the trusted name in health and wellness in Bowling Green. Located at 300 West Main, just off the square, Heart Care Chiropractic specializes in helping athletes of all ages stay at the top of their game. Whether recovering from a sports injury or looking to improve mobility and performance, student athletes and their families turn to Heart Care for expert chiropractic care they can rely on. As the action heats up on the field, court, or track, Heart Care Chiropractic Center is proud to support local athletes and keep our community moving strong. Call today to schedule an appointment.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with a New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine. the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM.
Great game between the Bulldogs and the Silex Owls. Surprisingly, Louisiana has opened up a double-digit lead. I thought it'd be a lot closer than this. Silex has had little spurts, but a 20-9 second quarter for Louisiana has put them out by 11.
Yeah, it definitely was extremely back and forth, and I know that Louisiana's up by 11, but the game still feels like it's a 5-point game at half, but it is 11. I mean, we'll get to it in a minute on the stats, but Schwinder's having a fantastic game.
AJ, 14 points in the first quarter, drained 3 threes, 4 in the half. He kind of went cold there at the end, but as soon as he did, it seemed like the rest of the Bulldogs woke up. Quincy Mooney started draining threes. Javon Reese finally got on the board. Dono Griffith put in a couple of baskets. So it's kind of been scoring by committee. I mean, lean on the hot hand, and then when that dries up, someone else step up.
Well, it was just ironic that when the game started, Louisiana was turning over the ball left and right. Yeah. And now at the end of the second quarter, Silex was turning the ball over left and right. So it just, there's been spurts in this game where both teams have kind of been careless with the basketball, and the other team made that team pay.
And just a lot of fouls in the first half from the Silex Owls. I mean, it's amazing to me that only one player has 3 fouls at this point. Landon Watring, he got back-to-back fouls. I guess that's good bench management from Coach Tony Francis, but a lot of guys picked up multiple fouls in the first half and allowed Louisiana to the line. Well, luckily for Silex, Louisiana was 6 of 13 shooting free throws in the first half, or this could be a 15 or more point game.
Yeah, the foul count was 13-7. Obviously, Silex has the most fouls. And like you just said, I mean, based on the free throws, the game could be 15, 16 points just like that at half.
38-27 is the Louisiana lead. We'll take a break, come back with the full first half scoring as we continue the halftime report here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Dawn's Monuments has been dedicated to helping area residents and their families create monuments to withstand the test of time for over 40 years. Visit Dawn's Monuments at 314 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. People who care for families that care.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. Lynn's has a dedicated staff providing around-the-clock support and comprehensive health monitoring. Residents can relish the same lifestyle they've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing help is available when needed. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
38-27, Louisiana leads Silex after 2 quarters, and the first half scoring is brought to you by Pike Lincoln Technical Center in Neolia. Go for your future by visiting pltc.edu today. That's pltc.edu for Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
And we're going to start with the Silex Owls. 2 points goes to Watering, 2 for Mullen, 2 for Kuntz, 2 for, I'm going to mispronounce it, Vagey, okay. Yeah. My apologies. 6 for Henry Lindsay, 6 for Twellman, 4 for Luke Lindsay, and 3 for Hank Mooney. 9 turnovers, and they were 3 of 5 from the free throw line. For the Bulldogs, we have 6 for Mooney, 2 for Chapman, 2 for Mayfield, 2 for Brown, 4 for Griffith, 3 for Reese, and 19 for Schwinder. They had 12 turnovers, and they were 6 of 12 from the free throw line.
And a 11-point lead. Take a quick break, come back, second half action, a minute away on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Work Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kearns Construction.
At Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, we're always cooking up ways to serve you better. We're now open Wednesday through Saturday, taking orders from 11 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. So you've got even more time to enjoy your favorites. We're closed on Sundays, but still available for private events with advanced booking. Real food, real flavor, right here in Pike County. Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college. To schedule an appointment, call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Well, Silex came up empty on the opening possession. Javon Reese finally got one to go for Louisiana on the other end, and it's 40-27. Silex with the ball, trailing by 13. Out high with it is Luke Lindsay. Lindsay is fouled as he made the turn at the free throw line. And that foul goes against Javon Reese, his second. 7:06 to go here in the third quarter. And they're going to say that was a shooting foul?
They are. I was waiting for them to get the ball at the baseline, but they're definitely shooting.
And Luke Lindsay hits the first. I didn't see a shot attempt.
Continuation?
It must have been continuation of the continuation. Second shot for Lindsay is no good. There were people jumping all over the place. I think someone had to come across that line early. Here's Javon Reese. Off the glass, no. Rebound. Shot right to the shoulder of Caden Kuntz, and here comes Silex. Mullen across the line. Lindsay for three. No. And the rebound tracked down by Kane Mayfield. To Dono Griffith, now to Javon Reese, a 2-on-1. He takes it to the hole. Good, and a foul. And Caden Kuntz is saying, what do I have to do there? Left me out to dry, buds.
And that's going to be his third. And it's going to send Reese to the line for one. Chance for a three-point play. He has all of the 4 points, but potentially 5 for the Bulldogs in the third quarter.
1 of 2 from the line. Missed that one. Offensive rebound. Kane Mayfield back to Javon. To the hoop. Another foul is going to send him back to the line. Foul's going to be on Evan Mailer, his second. 6:33 to go as Louisiana has opened up a 42-28 lead. A timeout taken by Silex with 6:33 to go in the third quarter on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
42-28, Louisiana leading Silex. It was the Lady Dogs over the Lady Owls, 48-47 earlier, after the Silex JV boys took apart Louisiana in a four-quarter JV game to start the night. We have had that JV game took us to a 6-10 start to our broadcast. Then we had a referee injured in the girls game as the free throw is good. That was the first of two for Javon. Everyone was moving around. Forgot how many they was going to shoot after the timeout. But that not only made it delayed during the game, but delayed between games as they had to get a new official in here to start the boys' game. He missed the second one, so he's 2 of 3 in the quarter. Silex with the ball. Lindsay off the glass for 2 more. That's Luke Lindsay. And it's 43-30. 6:16 to go in the third quarter. Across the line with it is Donnell Griffith. He lost control. Moves it ahead to Geschwinder off the glass, and AJ has 2 more. He's over 20, 21 points to be exact. 45-30 Louisiana. Back to a 15-point lead. Here's Evan Mailer. Hands it to Henry Lindsay over to the far side for Hank Mooney, and he falls down, going to be fouled, and he needs help up. Geschwinder going to pick it up?
It is indeed. It's going to be his first. Silex is going to have to get something going here because this game potentially could get out of hand quickly.
Far side Mooney to Lindsay. And a blocking foul. That's going to be back-to-back fouls on AJ. .5:42 to go. And that's how Silex is going to do it. Get Louisiana into foul trouble. Here's Mooney for 3. That rims out. Javon with the rebound for the Bulldogs. He's going to take it up the floor past Mullen. Kick it far side. Quincy Mooney. Punted out of bounds into the cheerleaders.
Ooh. See, I think that one cheerleader wore that basketball.
Yeah, she did. Took it like a champ, though. Mooney. Back to the top. Donnell to AJ. Geschwinder gives up the dribble. Tried to force a pass into Kane Mayfield. And Mooney takes it away for the Owls. A tank Mooney. Bounce pass Evan Mailer. Kick out. Lindsay. 3. No. Put back. And a foul going to be called on Donnell Griffith.
That's going to be 3 on him.
That's going to be 3.
And that's going to send Mullen to the line to shoot 2.
You sounded like a boy band there. I had to go with it.
That's kind of offensive. I don't know as a boy band.
That shot's good.
Well, I was born at the wrong time then.
I can harmonize with you.
Well, boy bands aren't cool anymore.
They go through, like every 15 years, we get back into a boy band phase. It'll be fine.
So I'll be 53 when they're cool again?
Yeah, exactly. Substitutions after both made free throws by Chase Mullen. He's got 4 points. A lead for Louisiana at 13. Donnell And a timeout going to have to be taken by Louisiana to avoid either a 5-second or a 10-second call there. 5:06 to go, third quarter. 45-32, Louisiana leads Silex on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
Pike County Glass specializes in designing and installing windows and doors for homes along with commercial properties in and around Pittsfield. Pike County Glass can also help with screen repair and replacement, broken windows, plus windshield replacement. For a full list of services, visit PikeCountyGlass.com. Pike County Glass, outfitting homes and businesses with windows and entryways for a timeless look. Pike County Glass, 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Well, as the play was being whistled for the timeout, Landon Watring took a shot to the head and then took a face to the floor. And he's being attended to at the end of the Silex bench by trainers, make sure he doesn't have a concussion. Here's Mooney to Javon Reese. Skip pass near side. Donnell Griffith trying to feed Mayfield. It wasn't there. Kick out to Geschwinder. They're making sure Silex says they have a hand in the face of AJ here in the second half. Javon loses control, gets it back out to Donnell Griffith. Between the circles for Louisiana. Gets it to Kane Mayfield. Mayfield splits the defense, goes to the hoop. No. Tip up rebound. Ooh, I didn't think he made contact on the first rebound, but then did come over the back of the Silex player and picking up.
That's going to be 4.
Yeah, he's going to walk right to the Louisiana bench and be replaced by Jalen Reese. That's a tough spot there. That's 5 fouls.
And we're halfway through the third quarter.
Not even. Still 4:17 to go. And Silex going to be shooting free throws with Chase Mullen, who just hit 2 of them a few moments ago.
Well, this is a good scenario for Silex. You're trailing 13. Clock has stopped. You're in the bonus. Chance to make up some ground. I know time management isn't really a thing in the third quarter, but bear with me here.
Yeah, you hit them both. 45-34. 15-point lead now down to 11 and taken away. Tanis just got a whole lot acquainted with Javon Reese. Mooney for 3. No. Rebound. Put back. Good. That's Evan Mailer's first points of the night. And the lead down to single digits for Louisiana. And out of bounds. And Javon can't believe there wasn't a foul there.
Well, I don't know how Javon fell down on his own. I thought there was a foul there myself, but down to a 9-point lead now for Louisiana.
And Silex with the ball. A 3 would flip this game on its head. Lindsay hits a 2 instead. Luke Lindsay has 4 in the quarter. Now 8 in the game. And kicked out of bounds by Hank Mooney as Silex has woken up here in the last 2 minutes. Jalen just gave Javon a shove and said, wake up. Here's Geschwinder to Mayfield. Kane turns, and Mooney going to pick up the personal. It could have been a travel. Mooney would agree with you on that one. But Kane Mayfield going to the line. He is 0 for 2 from that spot tonight. 3:19 on the clock. And Long off the back iron and out. And Chase Veggie comes back in for Hank Mooney. Watering back in a normal spot on the bench, by the way, so he's cleared to come back in. Second shot short. Mooney, the rebound for Louisiana. Quincy. Here's Jalen Reese. Being bothered by Lindsay. Goes to the hoop. Kicks corner. Mooney for three is short. Turns into a pass and off the hands of Mayfield, out of bounds. Turnover back to Silex with 3:04 to go in the third. That's one Jalen's just got to go up and get the two.
Yep. If they foul you, they foul you. That's a higher percentage shot than that kicked out three.
Mullen into the front court to Henry Lindsay. Now for Luke Lindsay. Back to Henry. He'll take the three off the mark. Mullen, no. Finally, Javon gets it. 1-on-4 for that rebound. Ahead, Geschwinder is fouled on his way to the hoop. Who are they going to get? They're going to get Lindsay or Veggie?
I think it was Lindsay.
Nope, they went with Veggie.
Oh. All right, I'll just keep my thoughts to myself.
They were both there. 2:37 to play in the third quarter, and A.J. Geschwinder, 19 points in the first half, only 2 here in the third quarter. Make that 3.
They're getting ready to shoot their 19th free throw already, and we're in the third.
And they haven't been that great. I think that's why Silex has put them at the line so many times. But A.J. hits them both this time. Get it back to a 47-38 lead. Back the other way, Silex. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound to the floor. And we're finally going to call a tie-up as Jalen Reese was all over the top of the Silex player. Arrow favors the Bulldogs. Here's Javon. Skip pass taken away by Caden Kuntz. Mooney with the finish off the glass. Hank Mooney came back door. 47-40. Louisiana lead. Here's Jalen Reese. Tried to force it to Javon, and it's taken away. Mooney for the Owls to the hoop. Yes.
Nice little spin move there with the layup.
It's a 5-point game. Lob pass ahead to Chapman. Chapman just floats one, no good. Put back, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Lindsay comes up with it. Stolen back by Geschwinder. Off the glass, good, and a foul. And again, Luke Lindsay says, what do I have to do against this guy? 49-42. Geschwinder starting to heat back up. Back into the ballgame, Kane Mayfield to replace Javon Reese. Third foul on Luke Lindsay. He's got 3. Caden Kuntz has 3. Landon Watring has 3. Hank Mooney has 3. Free throw no good this time. Hank Mooney the rebound for the Owls. Ahead to Lindsay. That's Luke off the glass for 2 more. 49-44. Minute 27 to go in the third quarter. Quincy Mooney ahead. Kane Mayfield. Shot, no. And Henry Lindsay, the rebound for the Owls. Could get real interesting at the end of this possession. Oh, thrown away by Mooney for Silex. Geschwinder across the line against Henry Lindsay. Kicks it to Chapman. Chapman hands it back to Jalen Reese. Good crossover, goes to the hoop. Off the glass and good. That's Jalen, first points of the night. 51-44. 48 seconds on the clock here, third quarter. Luke Lindsay in the backcourt gets it to Hank Mooney.
Got to get it across.
Yeah, got it across the line. Now gives it back to Lindsay. Luke trying to find somebody. And a foul going to be called against the Bulldogs. So more free throws coming with 35.1 seconds to go. Luke Lindsay back to the line.
The way these kids are playing on the court, you'd think it was the fourth quarter with 35 seconds to go. We're only on the third.
Third foul on Kane Mayfield. And the free throw is short. 0 for 3 in the quarter. What, 1 for 6 for the game? Or 1 for 5 so far?
Who, Lindsey?
Yeah.
He's got 2. 1 for 2 in the first, and he is 1, 2,
Oh, he does have 1.
3.
Second one, no good. Mooney, the rebound for the Bulldogs. Down to 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pass ahead, Jalen Reese. Crossover, works against Lindsey, gets to Mayfield. Mayfield all the way back out to Jalen. Good spin to the hoop and finds the hole. 4 points in the quarter, and it's 53-44. 10 seconds to go in the third. Here's Henry, long range three. That one drops through. Henry Lindsey has 9.
Oh, Louisiana stepped over the inbounds line. That's going to be Silex's ball with 1.4 left.
Gonna have to do a tip-up play, most likely. I don't think 1 point is 1.4 enough to set and shoot.
You're going to have to like get it off.
53-47. Here it is. Hits the side of the backboard, did Mooney, and we played 3. It's Louisiana 53, Silex 47. Heading to the fourth after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
Ready to start the fourth quarter here from Louisiana High School. Been a fun night here at the Jake, long night here at the Jake. Louisiana had a, 15-point lead? It's down.
It was 15. Whenever I made the comment that Silex needed to go, or
They
this
went.
game could go the other way, it went. Now they only trail by 6, as you mentioned, after the break to start the fourth quarter. Should be Silex's basketball.
And they'll inbound on the far side. Chase Mullen works against Jalen Reese. Finally gets across the line to Hank Mooney. Mooney. Kick it off of Mullen's hands. Turnover gives it back to Louisiana. 13 seconds into the fourth. Backcourt. Mayfield gives it back to Reese. Gonna have to go. Gets it across the line. Now gives up his dribble. Gives the ball to Brown. Now to Javon. Javon ran into Mullen and shot it over the hoop. Back the other way is Silex. Mooney to the bucket and in.
Little double pump there from Mooney. Little highlight reel.
He's got 9. Lob pass, Javon on the far sideline in a double team, and it's knocked away. Stays with Louisiana. He still wants a foul. Lindsey replaces Mullen. Here's Brown for the Bulldogs. Gave up his dribble, gives it back to Jalen Reese. On the dog collar at center court. Now I'll take the three. That one off the mark. No one was fouling the shot. Mooney comes up with it for the Owls and then throws it away. Gives it back to Louisiana with 59 seconds played in the fourth.
And we're going to have Chapman come in the game, and Reese is going to have a seat.
Bryson has come in and played solid minutes as a sophomore tonight. Jalen all the way back to Chapman. Oop, almost had a travel in the backcourt. Here gets Geschwinder. Back to Jalen. Reese. Bounce pass to the baseline. Kick out. Almost thrown away. Jalen gets it back. Bryson Chapman to the free throw line, and his pass almost taken away. Geschwinder will track it down off the Veggie tip in the backcourt.
Ever since Griffin went to the bench with fouls,
now another
Louisiana has just struggled with
Mayfield
controlling the ball.
slips. And they're going to call a foul, and Henry Lindsay can't believe it because you saw it as well as I did. Both feet came out from under Kane Mayfield. That should have been a travel.
It looked like just like a wet spot.
Yeah. They're
calling that on
Luke Lindsay? I think it was 12, not 21.
I think they got the wrong one because that's going to be 4 on him.
Wow. So to the line is Kane Mayfield, and he makes the first one. High arcing free throw goes through.
And he is 1 for 5 from the free throw line tonight.
54-49. Louisiana leads. That one's short. Someone's got to foul the shot, though. Veggie. Coast to coast, no. Rebound. Lindsay to the hoop, and his shot goes. Luke Lindsay has 13. Backcourt. Jalen. Pass tipped out of bounds by Caden Kuntz. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. But right now, Silex is controlling the pace of this game. Veggie out, Mooney back in for Silex. Kane Mayfield to inbound on the far side. Gets it to Bryson Chapman. And he tried to hand it to Brown. It's taken away by Mailer, and Mailer was immediately fouled by Bryson Chapman.
Griffin coming in the game, and Chapman's going to have a seat.
So Donnell back in there with 4 fouls. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
What was 15-point lead for Louisiana, now just down to 3.
54-51. With it is Henry Lindsay on the far side. To Caden Kuntz. Spins off a man through the lane. It's a 1-point game. Caden Kuntz with the floater. And it's 54-53. Long pass ahead. Mayfield off the glass is good. Back to 3. Just a little breakdown there for Silex defensively after they got it within 1. Luke to Kuntz, and a foul on the floor.
It looked like he wrapped the defender around.
That's what Louisiana's saying too. The foul is the second on Landon Brown. So it stays with Silex with 5:19 on the clock. 56-53. Louisiana's lead at 3. Lindsay to Lindsay for 3. Oh, we were almost tied. Inch off. Here's Donnell. Goes behind the back to the floor. He's got to get it across the line. They're about to count him out. He gets across. Goes to the bucket. Drops it off for Kane. Mayfield. It travels. Wow.
This game is, I hope it doesn't get out of control.
Here is Mooney in the backcourt for the Owls. Has it again. Across the line, Luke Lindsay. To Henry Lindsay. Lindsay to the bucket. Good, and a foul. He double pumped, let the defense come in, and there's a technical as well. They just teed up Matt Boswell. So this could really flip the game on its head here. The free throw can tie it. It's 56-55. And then they'll get 2 more and the ball.
Say just the way this game has went the last 40 seconds, I was expecting someone to get a technical. I just couldn't tell you who because both sides have been voicing their opinion.
All right. Henry missed the free throw, so it's still a 1-point Louisiana lead with 2 free throws to come, and they're going to swap Lindsay's and put Luke in there for the technical fouls. And we're tied at 56. Now 14 points for Luke Lindsay. One more shot, and then Silex will have the ball as well. Owls lead 57-56. They hit a three here. Ooh. Backcourt Mooney ahead to Luke Lindsay. Kick it near side for Caden Kuntz. He almost lost control. Gets it back to Luke. Back to Quincy. Here's that three. It's short and out of bounds. Evan Mailer, they were thinking the same thing I was thinking, but forced it a little bit. That wasn't the three that they wanted.
Francis disagrees because he was ripping Mooney for taking that shot.
Yeah, that wasn't a good shot selection, but
we want to see it,
yeah.
but we just know it's not the best choice.
Yeah. Across the line is Donnell Griffith for the Bulldogs. Now trailing by a point, 57-56. Center lane, kick out, up top. Here's Javon for three, no. Rebound, bodies flying, and a foul going to be called on Javon as Lindsay was going by.
It's going to be their fourth foul.
Yeah, so the rest of this game and any possible overtime, Silex going to be shooting free throws with every foul. Backcourt. Here's Hank Mooney. Back to Evan Mailer. To Mooney again. Kick it near side and thrown almost away. Ball loose. And taken away, and I think Javon may have gotten hit with an elbow there or something during that loose ball. 57-56, injury on the floor. We'll take a quick break on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
57-56, Silex leading Louisiana, and Javon Reese just walked under his own power, no assistance to the locker room, and I think he, after a few slugs of water, might feel a little bit better. 57-56 our score. Both teams went to the bench, and
because Louisiana called a full timeout.
Did they? Did they
Yes.
after the injury?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll keep it here.
Because the ball was loose, Louisiana got it. They got it across the half-court line, which is, I don't think that's where they're going to put it, but they got across the half-court line. And then they called the timeout because they saw Reese was down. And they're going to spot the ball on Silex's side of the half-court line, which should be on Louisiana's side.
Okay. Take you through the night. Silex beat Louisiana in JV boys action 75-13. It was the Lady Dogs over the Lady Owls 48-47, and this one a long way from being decided. 3:52 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 57-56 Silex. Shot no good. Lindsay the rebound. That's Luke for the Owls. Almost a travel there by Mailer. Now to Mooney for the Owls. That's Hank. Near side for Caden Kuntz. Henry Lindsay. Ball loose, and that's going to be a foul on Caden Kuntz as he got the arm up and struck Dono Griffith in the face.
That's going to be 4 on Caden.
But only the second team foul in the quarter against Silex. Kane Mayfield deep in the backcourt, hands it off for Quincy Mooney, now for Dono Griffith. 3:25 to play. Louisiana trailing by 1. He doesn't have a dribble, goes to the hoop, no. His rebound is stripped away, and Silex has it back. Kuntz across the line. Ahead to Mailer, back to Kuntz. 1 point lead for the Owls. Here's Luke Lindsay. Off the hands of Mailer, saves it, but right to Quincy Mooney for the Bulldogs. 2:55 to go. Kick it far side, Mooney for 3. That one's good. Quincy Mooney with a tray. Puts Louisiana ahead by 2. 59-57. Lindsay back the other way for the Owls. Got his own rebound to the floor. And now Brown hits his head. It's a tie-up. Arrow favors the Bulldogs. But Landon Brown, yeah, he's fine.
So he took the brunt of it, that's for sure.
2.5 minutes to go. Double team in the backcourt. Silex steals it. Mooney to Lindsay off the glass and good. We're tied at 59. That's Henry Lindsay with 2 more. And Louisiana's doing themselves no favors, and another steal. They're giving up their dribble in the backcourt. That shot no good. Luke the rebound. His putback no, but a foul is going to send Luke Lindsay to the line. 2:07.
I'm going to say Louisiana's keep picking the ball up on the sideline in the double team.
Yeah.
And then you're throwing it up in the air basically. And that's going to be the night for Griffith. He's going to foul out with 4 points.
Yep, Donnell fouls out of this ball game. In to replace him is Bryson Chapman. .59 all. Luke Lindsay at the line for the Bulldogs, or for Silex. And he misses the first. We're still tied. Second shot. He makes that one. 1 point lead for the Owls. Again, forcing a high-risk pass in the backcourt. Here's Chapman. Kick out. Geschwinder. Now to Brown. Landon Brown. Back to Geschwinder. AJ to the hoop. And no. Rebound grab by Caden Kuntz and a foul. AJ gonna pick it up.
I think they called the jump ball.
Did they? Arrow favors the Owls. That's better than a foul. Hank ahead to Luke Lindsay. Over to the far side. Kuntz. Lindsay fell down as that pass was coming in. Here's Quincy Mooney ahead to Landon Brown. He'll take the 3. He'll drain the 3. Landon Brown with 5 points.
Gutsy, gutsy, gutsy.
62-60 Bulldogs. Here's Luke Lindsay. Shot good and a foul. Oh my. Lindsay has been in a battle with the Bulldogs all night.
That's going to be 4 on Mayfield. 62-62, 1:18 to go in the fourth. And this has turned into a dogfight.
And a 1 point lead for Silex. Steal. Stolen back. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Oh, man.
I agree.
The ball was already gone, though.
Oh, they're calling it on Louisiana?
Yeah.
I was going to call the foul on Silex because the kid went for the ball and just pushed the kid out of the way to go get the ball.
Yeah, it was.
I missed that.
It was the far official. And to the line goes Caden Kuntz with a 1 point lead already. 1:12 to go. Foul was the third on Landon Brown. And he misses. Jalen Reese coming back in for Quincy Mooney.
Well, no one likes to shoot free throws because Silex is now 10 of 21, and Louisiana is 9 of 22.
Second shot. Rims out. Chapman the rebound for the Bulldogs. Still a 1-point game. Double team in the backcourt. You got to help. Thrown up, stolen away. Kuntz to the bucket. And fouled by Jalen Reese. You got to have a swingman going behind the ball carrier.
Yeah, they just left Jalen out to dry on that one.
Timeout taken, 1:01 to go. Owls at the free throw line. When we come back, they lead Louisiana 63-62 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire bake pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Well, we saw it in the Van Far Bowling Green game. Van Far gave up a double-digit lead only to strike gold with a three-pointer right before the buzzer to beat Bowling Green. Louisiana has given up a 15-point lead to Silex and trail by 1 with 1:01 to go. So where's this last 61 seconds going to take us? At the line is Caden Kuntz. His first free throw is no good. That's why I hate when you take a timeout with your guy at the line.
Yeah. Now he's 0 for 3 on the night, and he's at the line just 30 seconds ago.
Second shot. And that one misses. Rebound picked up by Geschwinder. He's tripped down by Lindsay and finally going to call Lindsay for a foul. That's Henry's second. Didn't call it when he cut down the legs of AJ. It's when AJ fell over the top of him.
That's only the third on Silex. They got 2 to give before they have to worry about Louisiana getting to the line.
They give it back to Jalen in the backcourt. Someone's going to come behind him, but they take the double team off and let him get into the front court. Lindsay, and he is out of bounds. If he would have let that go and not dove on it, it would have been Louisiana's ball.
Yeah, they could have had a chance to reset and go from there.
Turnover gives it back to the Owls, up by 1. 48.7 seconds to go. Mooney with it back in the backcourt for Silex. Cross the line. Over to the far side for Luke Lindsay. Lindsay had it stolen away by Jalen Reese. 36 seconds to go in that double team, and a timeout taken by the Bulldogs with 35.3. 63-62. Silex leads Louisiana from the Jake on a Friday night on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Eccles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years, providing excellent service and a job well done, offering a large selection of services such as demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com for more information on services and scheduling. Best of luck to area teams this sports season. From Mike Henry Excavating in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
35.3 seconds to go. It'll be Louisiana ball on the far side after the timeout, trailing by 1. Landon Brown set to trigger the inbound. And they get it to Bryson Chapman. Chapman scoops it to Jalen Reese in the far corner. 30 seconds on the clock. Back to Chapman. He'll take the three just off the mark. Silex held out all the Bulldogs for the rebound and get it uncontested. Lindsay back for Mooney. Gonna have to foul him. Down to 15.
You got to foul him twice.
And finally, the foul in the corner will send Evan Mailer to the line, who has 2 points tonight.
No, that's only 4.
No, it's the other way.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Man, good thing you're here.
That's the 5th on Kane Mayfield, so he's done. And Quincy Mooney will replace him. 12.2 on the clock. The best Silex can do is get a 3-point lead out of this. So it'll still be a 1-possession game unless they make the first, miss the second, get a putback. Then it's a 4-point game.
Well, unfortunately, the way both teams have been shooting free throws, I would think anything is possible.
And miss the first. Still a 1-point lead for the Owls. You got to hit this one so a bucket doesn't beat you. Second shot short. Put back. Well, goes to the floor. Loose ball. Picked up. Here's Chapman, and a timeout taken by the Bulldogs with 6 seconds to go. Ooh. 63-62 Silex. There was just enough traffic. I think it's going to make it very hard on the Bulldogs. A full timeout. We'll take one, too, on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by DC Septic and Drain, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, DG Firearms, and Randy's Jewelry.
It's a new year, a fresh start for a lot of things. But here's a question to kick things off. When's the last time your online bank supported your community? If your bank doesn't have a front door, it probably isn't supporting local schools, charities, or small businesses. At PSB, your money stays right here, helping the community you live in grow. This year, make a local choice. PSB Bank, local banking that makes a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
6 seconds left on the clock. It's Silex 63, Louisiana 62. Bulldog ball in between the score table and the Silex bench.
Plenty of time to get something going here.
Mark and Stason back in the broadcast booth for the end of this one. Here we go. Jalen gets it to Geschwinder in the backcourt, and a time. Was it a timeout or a foul?
No, it was a foul.
With 3.5, so they've got to inbound again because that was just the 4th team foul.
That is correct.
So now they'll inbound in the front court. It's going to be on the far side. 3.5 seconds to go. That's a smart move from Tony Francis.
Veteran move. Veteran move.
Mooney to inbound. Gets it to Jalen. Steps around a man. Floater. Off the glass. No. Silex holds on. Both our games decided by 1 point. Louisiana won the girls' game. Silex wins the boys' game. Final in this one, 63-62. Back with the postgame from the Jake after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Bolin Chevrolet, Adams Plumbing and Electrical, and Sun Window Company.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Create the perfect look at Randy's Jewelry in Troy. Discover a huge selection of women's and men's jewelry, from fine and fashion rings to bracelets, necklaces, earrings, watches, and more. Silver, gold, and color jewelry for every occasion. Visit Randy's Jewelry, 400 Main Street in Troy. Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need.
Contact me, affiliate agent Kayla Henderson or Brent Brandstetter in Bowling Green. We're your shelter agents for auto, home, and life.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports post-game show on KJFM Radio.
Now Louisiana had the shot at the end. It wouldn't fall for Jalen Reese. Big story in this one. 15-point lead for Louisiana disappears in the second half. And A.J. Geschwinder, who had 19 points at the half, had 25 after 3, does not score in the fourth quarter. That is a summary right there. That's the whole summary for Louisiana, as Silex was able to shut them down. The full court pressure, Silex, it was just impenetrable for Louisiana. How many times did we see it? Didn't matter who was carrying the ball up the floor for the Bulldogs. They would stop, get themselves trapped, and no one was behind them to help out. And they'd either turn it over right there or throw the ball into a triple team in the front court. This was a coaching game, and Coach Tony Francis showed his veteran leadership in this one, as he was able to move the chess pieces to erase that 15-point deficit.
So when it was early on in the game, not early on, but in the second half, whenever Griffin went out of the game with 4 fouls, he was always the guy to bring the ball up the court. Whenever he went to the bench, the next guy or next 2 guys up didn't really know what they couldn't keep their composure.
Yeah.
And that was causing what you're talking about, turnover after turnover after turnover, and all of a sudden Silex is back in the game. Even though when Griffith came back in the game, it seemed like Louisiana was still like, I got to do something with it. I got to do something with it. And then momentum was definitely in Silex's favor.
Yeah, they looked like Tommy Boy with a biscuit. I mean, it was just they loved it too much and made some mistakes in the second half. 63-62, Silex comes from behind to win this ball game. We'll take a break, come back with your final scoring numbers after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Center Locker Service, Custom Work Salon and Tanning, JJ's Taco Burger and Donuts, and Kern's Construction.
When it's time to honor your loved ones, trust the experience and care of Shireman Memorials. With decades of experience, Jason's team will help you create a memorial that your family will be proud of for generations. Visit Shireman Memorials today at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, where memories are carved to last.
The Eagle's Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. Explore quaint streets, visit local attractions, and return to comfort at the end of the day. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com. Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagle's Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Final in this one, Silex 63, Louisiana 62. Mark and Stason back in the broadcast booth, and our final scoring numbers in this one brought to you by Pike Lincoln Technical Center in Eolia. Go for your future by visiting pltc.edu today.
And we're going to start with Silex Owls. And Evan Mailer with 2 points. Watering with 2. Mullen with 6. Caden Kuntz with 4. Henry Lindsay with 13. Luke Lindsay with 19 to lead the Owls. And Mooney with 9. House had 15 turnovers, and they were 10 of 23 from the free throw line, only shooting 43% from the line. It gets worse.
And they won.
Yeah. For the Bulldogs, Jalen Reese had 4. Javon Reese had 8, Griffin had 4, Brown had 5, Mayfield had 5, Chapman had 2, Mooney had 9, and the game leader in points was Schwinder with 25, as Mark said earlier, 19 at the half. They had 26 turnovers for the game, and they were 9 of 22 from the free throw line, shooting 40% from the charity stripe.
Yikes.
So neither team, based on the free throws, wanted to win. I mean, it wasn't ideal.
No, not ideal. It really puts you behind the 8 ball, if you will, if you're not hitting your free throws. And luckily for Silex, Louisiana was a little bit behind them in that free throw percentage, or this could have been a different outcome here tonight. A 1-point game and both teams shooting under 45% from the line. That's interesting, and hopefully it gets better because these two teams are going to go at it on Tuesday in the opening round of the Bowling Green tournament. Final again, 63-62. Silex wins both the boys' games, the varsity and the JV. The JV was 75-13 Owls over Louisiana. The varsity girls' game went to Louisiana, 48-47, behind 19 points from Trinity Chapman and 9 each from Reese Womack and Camry Ahart. So a mixed night for the home team, a good night for the Owls boys teams, and we are ready to start the Bowling Green tournament on time with a 5:15 pregame on Monday with girls opening round action. I'm nothing but positivity. If it takes a near miss on the weather, if it takes MoDOT helping us, if it takes us Bowling Green and Louisiana and Vandalia snow crews to get out and do it, we're going to start on time on Monday. It's not a guarantee. It's a lot of hope in my back pocket here because I want it to start on Monday because it's the 101st Bowling Green tournament.
Yeah, big tournament.
Yeah, you're not sharing my enthusiasm and positivity at this point. 63-62 the final. Silex over Louisiana. We'll see you Monday for more basketball on Eagle 102 Sports.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air.